Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Phil's Recap and Review. Game of Thrones, Season 7, Episode 5, The Eastwatch. And these are two guys that definitely record their own bowel movements. I couldn't get that out in a straight face. We've been cowards for the rest of our lives. Nothing is harder than time on us. I was going for a couple of different things, but here we are, everyone, to talk about this episode of Game of Thrones. Joe Dirty Locks and I are here to talk to you. Katie Crow will be flying on in at some point during the evening, but we're not alone. We have with us the live fucking chat. The chat's here. Free Lady, Wolf, PCI, Amanda, Timo, Fita, Corey, Silly Rabbit, Tricks are for Kids. Holy shit, we got so many good folks in the live chat all ready to talk about this episode of Game of Thrones. This was, for me, I really did enjoy a lot of elements of this episode. Some parts were a little just some jerk off without any finish, because I don't think situations are going to go like with the Littlefinger in the Arya situation. That was kind of, yeah, right, this isn't going to work. Littlefinger thinks he's getting the best of her, but I think that's ultimately just going to end up with him stepping in a big pile of shit. But I like how a lot more things are coming together. For me, the highlight of this episode was the scene with Jon and Drogon. Really liked that scene, and I enjoyed watching Sam get the fuck out of Old Town. But in general, not as many high highs as last week's episode, but a lot of moving things along the way for these final two episodes of the season. We get the Jaime and Tyrion reunion, and in general, a good episode of Game of Thrones. Not probably my favorite of the season, but a good episode of Game of Thrones. Joe, what did you think of the episode?
I really liked it. When it was over, I felt like it went too quick, but during it, I felt like it was taking a little while. Like, get to something. But aside from that, my favorite moment was actually more, Arya calling Sansa out.
Oh, I like that too. But I gotta say, for the first time, Timo's not gonna like this. People might not like this. I was, in some parts of that argument, I was on Sansa's side. When she was saying, I can't piss off everyone, I can't go cut people's heads. I'm sure that's fun for you, Arya. I'm sure that's great. And this is stuff that we talked about before the season that I was excited to see, Joe. And we got a fucking ton of
I know
Arya versus Sansa stuff. Arya's wrong there, Joe.
No, she said some stuff about, cutting heads off, but that was a little bit more, she wanted her to stand up and have a Lyanna Mormont fucking moment, not, oh, thanks for your support, but now's not the time for that. We gave our support to Jon. And how fickle are those motherfuckers? Like, we didn't come here for Jon, even though we, did Royce stand up and say King of the North? Was he like chanting that shit too?
I think so. He was at least part of it. Now he's just like, no, fuck it. Fuck that. Queen of the North. All about the Queen of the North. Fuck that. Yeah, they aren't a bunch of loyal motherfuckers at all. They just go in whichever way the wind blows. And of course, Joe, we can't bury the lead before we get into this episode. Rowing back into your lives and mine, it's Gendry.
I thought you were still rowing.
No, where's my laugh track on that one? Wait,
that one out for all the fans out there who've been making that joke. Like, it's like, let's give that joke some punch again.
I thought you were still rowing.
Yeah, they might as well have had a laugh track. Everybody chuckled on their couch for it.
Oh yeah, it needed the laugh track. And Gendry somehow, through the process of genealogy, became a good with the Warhammer.
Well, if he was going to practice with a weapon, of course he was going to choose that, right?
Yeah, no, it makes some sense on some level, I guess.
He's big enough to swing it.
I love that moment though with Gendry. My favorite moment of the Gendry situation was when Davos was like, "Don't tell him who your father is. Don't say shit. Don't say shit." And the minute Jon shows up, Gendry's like, "Yeah, hey, I'm Robert Baratheon's son. Yep. Hey, what's going on?" And, "Hey, bastard. Hey, you're a bastard. I'm a bastard. And Jon's thinking this is going a hell of a lot better than the Ramsay Snow introduction. The last bastard I met didn't go quite as well.
I don't know too many bastards that I like.
I don't know about that, Joe. Oh, let's go into the live motherfucking chat right now and see what people are saying. The hate is deserved. I think it's talking about Sansa in there. Stupid dick on. Rest in peace, Joe. It's a sad day for the world today as your hero, the hero of time. Let's say a very sad song for the hero of Game of Thrones.
Dick on, Dick on, Dick on.
Dick on,
Dick on,
I love it. You put the music to it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think he's gonna end up doing a better version of it, but I did like sort of a hackney version of putting the music to it. But that's our Dick on song by Pete's Live Music. You were with us last week, so it's great stuff by Pete. Holy shit, everybody! We have our very first super chat donation of the night, and it's a big one. It's a $50 donation from Brennan Ingram. Thank you to Devin for turning me on to this channel. Thanks for Phil for turning me on. Hey, I love that. Thank you so much for that amazing super chat donation. You get a spin of the wheel. I was trying to get a camera on the spinny wheel tonight, but I'm having all sorts of technical difficulties over here. So here we go. Here's your spin of the wheel. There are 2 extra prize points on the wheel. Sticky notes. If you get one of the prize points, we pull out that note and you get whatever the hell is on that note. So let me spin the wheel, see what you get, see if you get one of the special prize spots. Thank you so much, Brennan, for the amazing super chat donation. No, but you got everybody drink. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, let's toast to Dick on, everybody. A huge toast to Dick on. I also want to mention I'm having technical difficulties with my overlay, so they're not on right now. So you have phone lines open tonight. You can call our voicemail and text line at 781-990-8509. We also have a new call-in line tonight. Again, that's a free call-in line. So if you had that old call-in line stored on your phone, you can delete that. Our new call-in line tonight is 714-694-4120. Again, that's
call-in line.
Again, that's 714-694-4120. I'll tell you at the end of the show, Joe, why we always have to have a new phone line, but it's every month or so we have to change the phone line. So Dick on, bend my knees. I'm gonna bend my knees, but I'm bending my knees for that $50 donation. 50 in one spin. Come on, that deserves another spin. I agree, that deserves 2 more spins for that $50 donation. So here we go. Here's another spin after I drink. Big Kev, how's it going, everybody? And this one gets, oh, it was so close. Joe, I switched out Joe Rant to Joe, tell us something that annoyed you about this episode.
Ooh.
Sorry to put you on the spot. What's one thing in this episode that kind of annoyed you?
Fucking Jamie. Jamie, wow. Just whipped little bitch. He annoyed me this episode. Like, he can't seem like the only place he's comfortable in life or seems to know, have any kind of power in life or say about anything is on that battlefield. That's it. Like, all his threats even fall flat to most people. Like, Bran's the only person that's ever been like really like threatened and harmed by him.
So Jamie, we want Katie. She didn't watch the episode. No, Katie will be joining us at some point a little bit later.
Yeah, I agree. I believe she's faking that shit.
You think she's faking the pregnancy?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
To make sure she has allegiance with Jamie.
Make sure she keeps him around. She's starting to talk some smack about surrender and all this other shit.
I don't know about that. I mean, what was I gonna say? Oh, good. Dylan is calling in. I think Jamie is in it. We got Super Mario Pro. I don't know, Joe. I'm not sure if she's faking that simply because I know it seems very trivial, but the fact that Qyburn was leaving right at that time and meeting with her as she was sitting down in the bed a couple of times, I think she's probably really pregnant and just doesn't give a fuck. I'm pregnant, bitch. You're 65, says Corey Mitchell. Bad Queen says agrees with Joe. Definitely a manipulation tactic. 1998 championship. Sansa, Arya, Bran are playing Bran. That's what Bran eats. Bran are playing Littlefinger. Yes, Cersei is lying about the baby. Stacey E jumps on that. On the next Maury Povich show, we find out about that. Jamie, you are not the father. Yes, she is faking. Joe dropping knowledge on the fool. Jamie and Bronn teleport 2 miles underway in armor. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get to that right at the beginning.
I know. Oh my god.
Hold off on it a little bit because we're gonna get to that at the beginning of the episode.
Blackwater Rush. Oh my god.
Yeah, Bronn, he's just such a strong swimmer that they got away from all the people that.
Can I change my answer? I'll wait for the spin to come up again. Thanks for reminding. Like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for that spin to come out again. Joe, tell me something that. Okay, Bronn coming out of the water with Jamie.
Oh my goodness, that was bad. Okay, Joe, let's take a couple early calls here and get some people's voices in here on the show. This is from area code 224. Area code 224. Who are you? Where you call from? And what's your comment and or question? Area code 224. What's up?
Yeah, this is Dion, but you guys call me Dylan. That's okay. How you guys doing?
Doing awesome, dude. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, my question is, who's in charge of Lord Tarley now, and who do you think? What do you think was on the note that Arya got?
Okay. Awesome question. And in charge of House Tarley is Sam now. Once Sam finds out.
No, Sam is not.
The mother?
Sam's not in charge of House Tarley now because he can take no father, no kids, take no wives, all that shit.
So who gets Horn Hill?
Well, I got a theory about Horn Hill. Horn Hill can okay, so there's no High Garden anymore. That's owned by Cersei, right? Kinda. I don't know how she's gonna hold it now without a Lannister army and just the Greyjoys, but
Bell swords all the way.
If somehow Sam's Gilly's kid gets legitimized as Sam's kid, maybe that kid.
Young Sam takes it over, Joe.
But
dropping
even
it.
that would be kind of a stretch. So basically, like House Tarley, as impressive as it is, that shit that could be, you know, Randall Tarley, he might have had brothers. You know, Sam might have cousins.
Sam has a sister, Mark Hunt says.
Right, but traditionally doesn't really, you know, not too many ladies of the house. It's got to go to, usually goes to a male. It might be hard to get it to a lady Tarley. It all depends. Basically, it really depends on who wins the war and if there's any Tarleys left to control it. Otherwise, it's just going to get given to whoever was loyal.
Yeah, Danny legitimizes Gendry and he takes it over. It could go to Melissa and Tala, Jon Snow, the Drogon hype. Oh, that's fucking crazy, Don Escobar. And again, thank you so much for that $50 super chat donation. Amazing, Brennan. I'm going to give you one more spin.
Gendry would get Storm's End.
Yeah, he would get Storm's End. That's exactly where he would get. So here, and the other part of the question was, what did the letter say? As far as I could put together, I paused it and looked at a couple of things. I think it was the letter that Cersei made Sansa write the North about telling Robb to come and bend the knee to Joffrey. And it was, you know, it's Sansa's writing, but it's the Queen's words. That letter is what I think the letter was. And it's a way, Littlefinger's genius fucking plan is to make Arya so pissed off at Sansa and mistrust her enough so that Sansa sends Arya away.
Yep.
What do you think of that plan, Joe? You think that's a smart plan by Littlefinger, or you think getting the fuck out of there would be the smartest plan right now?
It depends on whether or not Littlefinger is reading it the same way Arya reads Sansa, the same way, you know, we seem to read Sansa. And it depends on how we know they don't really have a good relationship. We know Sansa was always a douchebag to Arya and continues to kind of be. I mean, there is certain aspects of what, you know, Sansa was saying in tonight's episode that are true, but for the most part, you know, she should have been much more stern with all of them, much like Lyanna was. Otherwise, it comes off to a lot of the more loyal houses, like doesn't come off good. You know, it doesn't come off right. So it all depends on how tight they decide their Stark bond is. You know, I don't understand what the fuck Arya is waiting for to begin with. Why she hasn't just gone and killed this fucking Baelish. She already doesn't like him. She doesn't trust him. I can't remember. I have to, you know, as many times as I've watched the series and read the books or whatever, I don't remember whether or not.
He's not. Someone in the comment section, and one of them said he's not on the list, but he's gonna get added pretty fucking soon. He's gonna be added to the fucking list, Joe. Oh, we got another super chat donation from MQ. Loved the How to Train Your Dragons vibe in this episode. LOL, awesome channel. That's fucking great. We have not already talked about the Rhaegar, Gilly, or Ryger, whatever was his name. What she say? Rigger or something is what he called it. What she called him. Sansa always was a douchebag to everyone, says Phil H.
Right.
So let's take a couple more calls, and then
I love Ari.
And then we'll get into it. This is from area code 321. Area code 321. Who are you? Where you're calling from? What's your question, comment?
Hey, Phil. Hey, Joe. This is Timo.
Hey,
I
Timo.
just have some thoughts here.
Timo, what's going on? Take over, Timo.
Sansa. Fuck Sansa. I don't know how you can...
In her pretty little ass.
Phil, I thought I knew you. Fuck Sansa. She can't defend Jon because she's all power hungry and shit. Thank the gods Arya had the balls enough to say it to her face, so now everyone can see it.
No, because they were alone.
Is still a spoiled, whiny brat that can't seem to manage to keep her eyes straight. She stay rolling her eyes. She stay with that stank face. Like, she has learned nothing. Go to season 1 and she's exactly the same way.
The same.
Fuck her.
No,
Yep.
Timo, I am with you 100% when it really comes down to it. All I agree with what she was saying is in the moment when she was talking to Arya, when Arya's like stab and behead everybody. In that point, I actually agree with Sansa in that one point.
Well,
Everything
no,
else
no,
you say,
I
agree. I don't think you can go around cutting people's heads off.
Right. Phil, you can't go around cutting people's heads off. You can't just like, oh, you disagree. You said that you said something about not supporting Jon, kill him. No, you're right. You can't do that. But you certainly can do more than, oh, well, thank you for your support, but remember, we got to give him more time to get here. We just made him king. We'll wait before we overthrow him. Not now. Now's not the right time. Come on, give him a chance. Like, give him a chance isn't what you say.
That wasn't even the worst though. Like, she's not even the worst this episode. This episode, that honor goes to Dany. Dany, the dictator. She's ruling over fear, and she's coming over here expecting everybody to love her. She says, "Oh, I want to break the wheel," but demands people bend the knee, or she's going to kill them. She's no different than Cersei.
No. Okay, so
a house, just like
the difference.
Son, just like her dad.
Nope.
Her with this whole everybody bend the knee, bend the knee. She should fucking bend the knee to Jon.
Nope.
Joe.
There's a difference. Difference is I'm almost with you, and I'm almost with you. The only reason why I got to say that there's a difference is because these are soldiers that are directly at war with her. If she lets them go without them swearing their allegiance, they very may well take up arms again against her and kill your soldiers. Even if one of them kills just one of your soldiers, that's not good. That's allowing one of your soldiers to die when you had the chance to do something about it. By killing Randall, see, Randall knew what he was doing by not kneeling. He can't kneel.
Randall? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dickon's dad. By him not kneeling, he's basically going to show them, the rest of those troops, listen, we are all going to die if you don't listen to her. There's no need for that. You know, he's really in, like, again, that same no-win situation that he was in when he decided to show up for that stupid fucking meeting with Cersei. Like, he put himself in this situation where he can't really say no, and, you know, he's never going to be trusted by her, and he might well lose his house and lands anyway, so he really can't do anything about it. In the moment that she's gone and he's not by her side, Cersei's just going to kill him anyway. So he's in a no-win situation.
The soldiers, not even just them. It's the soldiers.
Right, they're soldiers.
Fight for me, or I'm going to kill you.
Yep.
Like, there's no choice there.
Yep, because guess what? You're fighting for the enemy right now. You're still fighting for the enemy that you've sworn allegiance to, that you've already bent the knee to. So if you don't swear your allegiance to me, I have to kill you, because your sworn duty is to kill me. That's their sworn duty, right?
Sorry,
is
Joe,
to kill her.
You're wrong.
Wait, answer that question. Those soldiers, what's their sworn duty? What is their sworn duty? Their sworn duty is to kill her.
You don't bend the knee, I'm going to kill you?
Yes, because if you don't show me that you're about to swear your loyalty to me, you must die, because your sworn duty, the last orders you were given basically in your side, is trying to kill me, decapitate me, kill my dragons, kill my Dothraki, kill my little imp firsthand. Like that's their mission. That's their goal. And if you gave one of them a sword, and said, okay, what's your choice? Kill me or they'll kill her.
You're just Joe, but
they're soldiers. They're the enemy. You're giving them the choice. No longer be my enemy, be my subject.
There is no choice, though. I will kill you or bend the knee.
Exactly.
That's not a choice.
Exactly. She could have been like.
Well, now here's the thing. So
take the black, get the fuck out of. She goes, bend the knee or die. She chose
right. No, here's the thing. Randall straight up said, "I won't go to the black."
To everybody though, she said to everybody, either bend the knee or die. She would have burned them all.
Yeah.
If she could have.
Yes, she would have. They are enemy soldiers.
They're guys that are just fighting because they have to. They don't really have a choice. It's not like they're directly her enemies, though. That's why. Randall's one thing, but the Dickon thing was taking it, I think, a step too far.
They're all her enemies. When they leave there, they're going to go home, right? They're going to be like, okay, bye, Danny. Thanks for setting us free. Yeah, we won't take up arms against you. We're going home. And when they get home, Cersei's guards and Cersei's other men are going to come to their houses and say, hey, you were already conscripted into this army. We're going to kill you now. Or they're going to just take them and resuit them up in armor and rehand them swords and say, now go try to kill that woman again for me. You cannot let these people go. And she refuses to put them in chains.
Propaganda.
Yeah, Timo,
she's feeding into Cersei's propaganda, showing that she's just like her dad. So
there's a big difference. Her dad burning two people alive in the throne room, and while one is choking himself to death, trying to save the other one, is far different because they weren't in open rebellion at the time. There was no open rebellion at the time. They were ordered to come down there by their king. They did. When they showed up to protest some shit, the king fucking killed them. There's a big difference. They are at open war.
She is now showing a pattern of just burning people that disagree with her.
It's open war. It's open war. She's not showing a pattern of burning people that disagree with her.
Dudes over in Essos,
Phil, I understand you're trying to get my goat and you're just playing devil's advocate, so I'm not going to engage with you anymore. But Timo, there is a big difference.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Timo, you want a last word on this?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Okay, cool. We'll talk to you soon, Timo.
Oh, I wish all my education sessions could end like that.
I'm not trying to get you goat on that one, Joe. I actually agree with that. I think she shows a pattern of this kind of behavior.
Well, she wants what's hers. She wants it now. I won't disagree with that. And she has said she basically wants to burn people, and she went out and she did that again today.
Yeah, she had fun.
And did that again today and did that last week. But I do not think there was anything necessarily wrong with burning those people and any of them that decided not to bend the knee. Now, if she had said to a city, if she shows up at King's Landing and says, all you poor people who aren't raising arms against me, all of you, if you don't bend the knee, I'm going to burn you alive. That's a big difference. She can say, bend the knee, leave, or I'll burn you alive. You want to be my subjects, you can stay in my land. And
we're going to get into that pretty soon.
But you can leave. You have the freedom to leave my land, my kingdom, my queendom.
Let's get to a couple of super chats. We got Jose that says, much love to Joe and Phil in the MF motherfucking chat. Shout out to my little man, Anthony. Lots of love, Anthony. And as for Jose, let's give Jose a spin. Elizabeth Perkins says, thank you for always putting on an amazing show. One question for you. Now that Gilly knows the truth about Rhaegar and Lyanna, who will she tell? I think eventually Sam will have an aha moment of some sort that will that he'll realize everything that's going on with that situation. And you got, make up a song. So I'll make up a song at some point tonight. And let me spin the wheel for one more time for you guys. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in tonight. And let's get back into the live motherfucking chat. And Joe is right. We got lots of Joe's right. Timo's right.
Lots of Timo's rights too.
You got I'm with Joe. You can live in my world or die in your old one. Yeah, Joe is right. Timo's right. Joe is winning. I love Sam's ass. At least I know it's unreal. Joe is right. He was tired. Joe's tired, but he's right. Both sides.
Joe is tired. Joe's been at Comic-Con for 4 days.
Yeah, Joe is right. Timo's right. Joe is right. Oh, holy shit. Let us know whenever you're watching this video. Who's right? Joe's right. Timo's right. They're both wrong. Tell us what you think in the live.
Oh, there's a we're both wrong. What is the third alternative to this?
So
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Danny's just fucking crazy like a bat.
a wiffle ball bat, Joe. Wiffle ball bat. So let's take this call from in our last call of the early part of the show, and then we'll open the phone lines back up again later. We also see that we do have voicemails and text that I will get to by the end of the show, and any voicemails and text we don't get to tonight, I will get to on Wednesday evening at 10:30 p.m. I'll be on with King McKay on our feedback show, so make sure you get your questions and comments in 781-990-8509. And
two brilliant hashtags in the chat there.
What were they? Where were they? I missed them.
Hashtag fuck Sansa and hashtag Joe is right.
Oh, especially that second one. Joe never gets sick of hearing that one. Joe is right. So this is from area code 781. Area code 781. That sounds like a familiar area code. 781, you're on the air. What's going on tonight?
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
You hear me?
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, this is Hannibal, dude.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Hannibal? How are you doing, buddy?
Yo, dude, what? Good. I was just gonna say, man, I'm on team fuck Sansa, and Arya is getting to be still a psycho, which I love. And little Finka lost his pimping skills.
Little stinker.
Did you just call him Little Stinker? Wait, did you call him? That's good.
Little finger.
Oh, okay.
I'm on a cocktail of drugs right now. So
oh, good. Toast
don't
to you.
mind me.
Toast to you.
No, Little Finger lost his pimping skills, so he's definitely he's gonna die. And when John started patting Drogon, I think Danny could have slid off fucking Drogon's wing like a fucking water slide.
Excellent call, Hannibal. Excellent call. I agree. The waterfalls were flowing. Excellent call for our buddy Hannibal. Excellent stuff, dude. Amazing. And we also got, dude, crack me up. Awesome call. Definitely call back again later. That was incredible. Brennan Ingram, super chat donation. Well, I'm out of here, but I'll be listening to this at work tomorrow, like usual. Thanks for all three of you guys for the constant great content and hashtag Joe is right. Joe is always right.
Always right. That's an even better one.
Right. Always right. The last one was
I had to tell someone today, right? We were having a little back and forth about words, how they're used and how they can hurt feelings and stuff. And basically I'm having to use this one. Like, I don't want to argue with you, Joe. And I say, I'm good because I'm not arguing with you. You're arguing with me. And if you don't want to, what you have to understand is I'm not arguing with you. I'm educating you, and you're arguing with me.
That is what it's like arguing with Joe. He's not so much arguing with you. He's just trying to
educate you
for being a dumb child. And
I don't say being a dumb child. I'm just trying to educate you, and someone's arguing back. It's not an argument. This isn't an argument. You're arguing with me, and I'm just trying to educate you. That's all.
Brennan also got everyone drink, so everyone drink, and people want to get fuck Sansa, and Joe is always right trending. And you also get a second spin for that $30, and you're going to get another spin for that $50 donation, buddy, who did the $50 donation earlier. Because
that's Brennan. That was Ingram Brennan. Isn't it both him? No?
No. What? Oh, it was. Yeah, it was Brennan Ingram for $80 in super chat donation tonight. Thank you for being incredibly awesome. You get to fucking own the wheel, buddy, and you also win a special review. So email me at igetissuesman@gmail.com, and I will review one episode of any show you want me to do. And funny enough, you landed on, what is it? Make up a song. So again, I have to make up a song. So we'll do that.
You're right, Nicholas, you're absolutely right. I do have some amazing logic.
Joe has amazing logic. I like that. Cheers, Brendan. But thank you so much. If Joe is so right, what about the debate between Tyrion and the Spider about getting Danny to listen to Tyrion? I agree. Antoine says, Joe, your map. Do you think we're going to see John pull all those White Walkers down? And do you think so? Do you think we'll see him act? Okay, we didn't talk about this, Joe, and before we get into the episode, I guess the last point, is this plan to go out and get a white and bring it back the worst plan, or
this is not a smart plan.
This is not a good plan. This is
I
not
don't understand what they like. What do they plan to do? Certainly, you've had to have heard stories about the mountain being alive or being some sort of monster or something.
And I just want to add one other thing. Wasn't this already supposed to have already happened? Didn't Alistair what's his name? Fucking
a hand.
The hand, yeah. What's his name?
It doesn't it like disintegrate or die before they get down there?
I don't know. I don't even think that gets mentioned really on the show. He just
because none of them
sent off, and then he just shows back up, and we never hear what happens when he goes to King's Landing to show that.
Right. I don't know. It's weird because there's only ever like one person that died on the other side of the wall turned into a white when they brought it back to this side of the wall, but nothing that's died on this side of the wall or the southern side of the wall, like I'm on that side of the wall, right?
So they have to bring a living white. So can't the Night's King, who is holding all these whites like a puppet, just cut the string?
That's what I'm wondering.
And it's just a dead body.
And how far down do you bring it before it's
a White Walker? Is that what they're trying to do? Capture a White Walker? Good fucking luck.
Right? They got. Especially that, yeah. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do.
Dumb plan or the
stupid plan? And then to do what with it? To bring it in front of Cersei? Like she gives a fuck. No, her best option is to hope Dany listens to fucking Jon and brings her fucking army up north like fucking Stannis did and gets them wiped out.
Yep, and
good. You guys go fight the White Walkers and half your army die, and then we'll fight you.
Joe, I also want to point out that Cersei mentioned something to Jaime in one of those scenes about we need to handle this like father would handle our enemies. That's get them into an enclosed place and have someone slit their neck and just sick the mountain on them or something like that when they're all stuck in that room alone and go Gregor or have fun or something like that.
Tell them you're pregnant when you just had a miscarriage in the toilet.
Another ridiculous plan by Cersei. I mean by Tyrion. Another. I don't like this plan. I don't think it's smart. I could be wrong. I might be an idiot.
To go talk to his brother.
Okay, he wanted to go talk to his brother, but the plan to go out and capture a white to prove to Cersei
is stupid.
Stupid. It just seems ridiculous to me.
It doesn't make any sense to me either. Like, what are they going to do? They're going to try to get Cersei to send troops up north for what?
Yeah, and they're going to bring that. And they're going to bring that white back. What are they going to do? Like put it up in chains and bring a white back and then go, look, it doesn't have a pulse and it's dead. Like how are they? Like what's that exactly going to prove?
To announce any kind of armistice or let's just have a peace treaty for a little while and we'll not fight each other. I'm going to go north and take care of this dead thing. We need your help too, Cersei. If you could send some troops or something, I'll fight this together. That's nowhere near in Cersei's advantage because you send troops to go fight alongside these other troops, you might lose your troops to the beautiful dragon queen who's burning the fucking undead down, right? So there's no reason for Dany to be let's have a peace treaty only allows them to start getting supplies back and regrouping and reorganizing. Press hard.
It just, to me, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. It just stinks to me of something like,
hey, do you know what would be really cool?
I don't know. What'd be really cool?
Maybe we can get all of the main awesome characters out to go hunting White Walkers somehow.
Oh, that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can we get Jorah back in there and Gendry and
let's have the Hound be a wise ass. Let's do it.
The Hound and Thoros and Jorah and Gendry and
this is the opportunity to bring Gendry back. And Gendry's going to save Jon's life like Robert saved Ned so many times.
And you were there, Uncle Jimmy, and you were there, Tommy.
We have Grandpa Joe come to the chocolate factory too. Dance. I never thought that I could see a life of mystery. Yeah, I got a golden ticket. Oh my fuck. Now they're the Fellowship of the fucking White Walker's ass. Westerosi's Avengers, Grandpa Joe. Westerosi Avengers unite. It's odd. Hashtag the Magnificent Seven. Dany just burned Cersei's army. If Cersei says, I'll stop attacking you, they'd be even more idiotic to believe it. Jorah, Thoros, and Beric are likely going to die. The rest are plot armor. Imagine if Gendry might die too. Imagine if they all died to the White Walkers. Pickle Rick. Are there only 7? I think there were 7. I'm not sure. I didn't get a full count. We have the Hound, Beric, Thoros, Gendry. I already said the Hound.
Jon, Beric, Thoros, Gendry, the Hound, Davos, maybe.
Is Davos with them?
You keep saying I'm not going to be no good for you. I'm not a fighter. I no fingers.
I'm no big city lawyer, Joe, but
a man with no knuckles can't wield a sword. So great.
There are only 7, but they are the dream team, and with Gendry, they have Ghost inside Jon's pocket. I love how again we got a sort of mild trolling by the show about the ghost thing. We got Sansa, and it was Sansa that delivered the line too, just for a great emphasis of the fuck Sansa thing. And we Jon thinks the North is like Ghost. It will just be sitting there waiting for him. Fuck, seriously, Sansa, fuck you on that one. And fuck you guys for not showing us Ghost. You couldn't show us Ghost for 2 seconds, just laying down there with a. So yeah, where the fuck is Ghost? And they talked about him in this episode. That's enough. Again, hey, I know people might want to see Ghost, but maybe if we just know how much.
You don't know how much it cost for Game of Thrones to have to mention a direwolf in a show. It cost them so much money for that dialogue GI.
Yeah, they have to pay the rights to the direwolf institution that I mean, every time a direwolf's on screen, that's like $10,000 HBO has to pay to this institution that owns all rights, copyright claims, and everything to anything direwolf.
I mean, how sad are we? We're like fuck Game of Thrones for not giving us a direwolf. We had dragons burning people alive.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like,
excuse me, burning people dead.
Burning people dead. Yeah, exactly. You weren't alive. There's nothing alive about that. I love Drogon in this episode too. He was fucking amazing. And so let's get into it. We've been stalling this shit. Wait, let me find the music here. And it's time. Let's do this. It's time for the recap. Okay, it's the recap. Let's get into this recap. Let's talk about this episode. Go point for point through what happens. Excuse me. What happens? So the episode starts out with a high degree of bullshit right from the beginning. So a lot of people in between the weeks were saying, "Oh, was Jaime alive or dead? What's going to happen to that armor? If Bran would have had to really give a shit and unhook that armor to be able to get Jaime out of the water before he sunk to the ground, or Tyrion saw him go into the water. The Lannister, Daenerys' forces, the Dothraki, are just going to go in there and grab him. But the Dothraki, as we know, are completely allergic to water and will not go near water. And Tyrion is keeping his mouth shut about what happened to his brother. So somehow Bran was able to hold his breath long enough. He is awesome. Bran is like the bionic man of Westeros. Held his breath long enough to find Jaime underneath the water, jump off a horse, take a big enough breath while jumping off the horse in midair, mind you, grab Jaime, pull him off the horse, dodge Dragonfire, then find Jaime, because we know they separated in the water. Find Jaime in the water somewhere, grab him, pull him and his armor, both of them through the water, under the water, for pretty far to get away from the battle in the way that they came out of the water. Maybe they took a breath or two, but it did not look like it. And
it definitely looked like they were on the opposite side of the bank of the river.
Yeah.
And it also looked like
amazing.
It also looked like, I will say this, when you watch it, it starts out as pretty weird. They're popping out of the water. So you've got to assume that it's been a little time. And if you look at the smoke in the distance, the smoke is now black. It's or the smoke is not black. It's not, there's no fire in them flames in that smoke.
It's been a while. So maybe you took a couple.
They swam across, but like you'd figure you would have a tough time making that kind of a swim, and it would be easier to lose your fucking armor in the water. Big deal. It's just armor. Otherwise, that's just gonna, I call bullshit.
There's
It's
a little
bullshit. You swam across that fucking river, the Blackwater fucking river, with
dragging
your
Jamie.
armor on.
Yeah, dragging.
Or Bronn dragging Jamie in his armor.
There's a lot of plot armor bullshit going on there. If Bronn dies, we riot. Super strength, says Fida.
He is Bronn of the Blackwater.
He is. That's his river. He owns it. Or his body of water. He owns it. SSLB says Bronn was bionic for 2 episodes and then he got dumb. Bronn Lee Majors. That's true. I got a pic of a direwolf jaw in the South Carolina Museum. Bronn pulled out as if they were doing a swimming drill in school. Resist the current. He used the gray wormhole. Maybe Bronn had a straw to breathe. Don't you forget about ghosts. He'll be alone. Howling, you know it, baby. Ross says breathing through a reef. Gon says, and his gold hand. Yeah, I forgot about Jamie. Also has a gold hand dragging him down like a fucking anchor.
Yep.
Bronn can hold his breath a long time. Remember, his nose has been halfway up the asses of more horse in Westeros. Dave Trophy
and the Lannisters.
Yeah, Dave Trophy has the best answer of the night. Love that, Jake. Great stuff. I love. And he walks across the bottom of the water dragging Jamie. Says retired nurse. That's what he did. Bronn is the drowned god. Sir Bronn of the underwater says Dick on music creator Pete Eats Live Music's fame in the live chat. I just assumed they drifted with the current, says Timo. Dragon breath after, and they might have drifted with the current. I'm having a little bit of fun.
Dave Trophy says, so Bronn throw a weapon 100 yards in a battle scene didn't freak you out. Are you alluding to last week? That was a dagger, not a sword. He draws a sword right afterwards. Bronn catching Jamie up out of nowhere didn't freak you out. I don't know what that means. But saving him, Jamie out of water did. Lol.
So Bronn Phelps, Bronn is Gilly.
Bronn is Gilly? What? Aqua Bronn for the win.
IC says it would have been better if Jamie learned about the walkers if he was a hostage. If maybe Dany had captured him, then brought him to Dragonstone, and then somehow he's forced to go with their forces with Jon on a mission, and Jamie sees with his own eyes what's happening, and then he has to try to convince Cersei that it's real. That could have been interesting. Mm-hmm. Bronn, confirmed. Bronn is Aquaman. Aquaman. I like that. Bronn is Vince Chase. So great.
Vinny Chase.
He is Vinny Chase. He's going to star in Medellin next. So we see the beginning where we see a lot of bullshit. We see Jamie and Bronn carry themselves out of the water, and it's no problem. They're free in the water. Joe, take over for a second. I left something in the other room. Talk a little bit
on the recap. I have no notes for a recap.
Oh, you suck. Talk a little bit more about the Jamie and Bronn getting out of the water scene. I'll be right back. I gotta get something.
Oh, I think we've said all there is to say about that. Bronn's a superhero. Jamie's a super zero, and they should both be dead, at least boiled. Like those. So the dragon's breath is powerful enough to totally disintegrate, totally turn a whole body, 70% water, bone, everything to ash right away. Boom, like that. So that by the time the flame disappears around the body's blowing away, but that water didn't boil Jamie fucking alive, didn't boil Bronn alive. Like that was one of the things I had a little bit of a problem about. Like, yeah, I mean, why didn't the dragon just, they went in the water, shoot your flame down at that water again? I'm like, just the sheer power probably would have.
Don't you know that water is the dragon's natural enemy? So it wants to stay the fuck away from that water.
Oh yeah, so far away from it, it just flew across the sea. It followed a fleet of ships across the ocean, so far away from the water that it's flying. It's doing a zip up the water, up the river. With Mama on her back there on the shot right before it gets hit with the arrow. It's maybe it doesn't swim, and why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it swim? It's got like fire starter jets. It's not made of fire.
And a couple
fuel nozzles on its down its throat or some shit. Not.
Joe has named you champion. Don't blow it, Joe. Good job, Joe, taking over the show. What happens? Dany didn't even get her hair wet. You can't wrap fire around moving water. It would act as a heat sink. Joe, I'll say it again. Dany doesn't fish out the dude who almost impaled her. What the fuck? What the fuck? I just whistle when I talked. Whistle when you talk. I absolutely
right.
agree.
Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't it get him out of the water? Who was that?
And here we go. I wish. Well, the text number is 781-990-8509, and the new call-in line is 714-694-4120. Again, 781-990-8509, and that's also a voicemail line, and call-in line 714-694-4120.
Madcap Man laughed. I'm going to say everything drinks water to live, doesn't it? Like, really? I mean, pretty much, aside from the whites. But most other lizards do. I'm pretty sure most lizards need at least some water.
Jamie could have thrown the spear. Pegasus hammer is still bigger than Gendry's. We're gonna get to the Gendry situation when he gets in there. I was excited to see Gendry too, and the introduction was a little. But we'll talk about it. But we'll get to that eventually. Okay, so Jamie and Bronn come out of the water, and this is a little bit of Jamie and Bronn.
Is a dragon even a lizard? I don't even know. Dragon.
Pulling them up.
The fuck are you doing back there? Ending the war. Killing her. You saw the dragon between you and her.
No, it wasn't between me and her. It was on the other side of her. And on the other side of her.
Now,
and on this side of her. It was on three sides of her.
Let's examine this again. We talked a lot about it last week, Joe, but having some time to think about it, Jamie charging right there. Do you respect him even a little bit for trying to do what he did, or are you more on Bronn's side, or like, are you fucking stupid for trying to attack a dragon?
I thought so. I mean, I pretty much answer that question with, like, every single Lannister soldier, when that dragon first came in last week, right? When that dragon first swooped down and blasted that hole in the front ranks.
He was a fucking idiot.
People were fucking burning. And right next to the fire, and your fucking friend to the left of you, the guy that's supposed to protect your left side, is on fire. And the 20 guys to his left are on fire, burning, running around, screaming. And all you can smell is that burnt flesh, that burnt hair, the leather on fire. I don't know why some fucking cunt with a gold hand on the back of a horse saying, "Hold, hold," gets you to stand still and wait for 10,000 Dothraki horde to run over you.
They're the greatest fighters of all time. Well, we stood there and waited for them.
Right? So my point is, those motherfuckers should have run immediately. Dropped their swords, maybe threw one at Jamie's face while screaming, "Fuck you, you cunt," and took off running. Shed my armor, swim across the fucking black water, never go back to Lannisport, King's Landing, go fucking anywhere else. There be dragons in this fucking land. Peace out, bitches. I hear there used to be dragons in Essos, and now everybody there is free, and there's no more dragons. I'm going there. I don't want to get burned like fucking Charlie did. Charlie did not have a good day today. I don't want to be like Charlie.
Charlie was 3 weeks from retirement.
Charlie was 3 weeks from retirement. Phil, he was out of there. He wrote his letter. "Once we get back from High Garden, baby, I'm coming straight to see you." And then he wrote another letter. It said, "Baby, we got back a week early. It was great. We marched."
Charlie was old. He was 37 years old, Joe, and he was going to start a family.
Ripe old age.
He was almost 38. That's retirement in the Lannister army.
Oh my God, he was almost out. Charlie was so almost out. No,
poor Charlie,
fucking Lannister army, and he's and they just stood there. So no, Jamie should not. You do not charge a dragon with a lance.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you're just trying to kill the dragon's mother, that's only 1/100th of its 1,000th of its size. No, you don't do it.
Charlie
do it.
Was a good man. Charlie was a good man.
This the song you owe. That's the song you owe. Finish it up. Finish it up.
He was 2 weeks from retirement. I can't do this right now. No, I'm not drunk enough. Another drink, and I'll get into the Charlie song. But now I have my topic, Joe. We definitely have the Charlie. Charlie's nickname was Lucky. Yeah, Charlie's nickname was Lucky.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. It was a cold day in March. That Charlie was a good man. When he saw a motherfucking dragon in his face, he rolled out that place. He didn't have the waist. He ran from the fucking dragon like a bitch, but it didn't matter because he had to get home to his wife. He had kids. He had a life. What's Charlie gonna do when a dragon burns him to life? He burns him to scraps. He wants the craps. Fuck that guy in the gold head. I'm gonna kick him in his fucking mouth. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it was I'd give it a C-, but it did its job. There's the Charlie song. So how many times has Phil played the Dickon song? Only once tonight so far. We're saving it. There's a video now if people want to watch the Dickon song at any point. So sorry about the horrible Charlie song, and feel free to attack me. Okay.
Yeah. So you don't charge after. You don't attack a dragon. That's the bottom line. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. And have I told you you're an idiot?
That was Crabalicious music. Phil sounds like the regulator right there. Love the freestyle. So I was losing it halfway through. We'll work on that. We'll workshop Charlie later. I don't know if it makes the album. It might be a it might be a B-side. So okay, so Jamie and Bran go back and forth and blah blah blah. So then we go from the jovial. It's basically the same old.
We have an important question, Phil.
What's the important question, Joe?
Whose execution was better? John's execution of Slint or Danny's execution of Dickon? That's from Hosea Pattinson.
Let me think about this for a second. I mean, the Ollie one was really rewarding. It really kind of got you, and you felt it from John's perspective, and Ollie really fucked a lot of shit up. But ultimately, right now, I'm a victim of the moment, and the answer is
no, Phil.
I just wanted to play the Dickon song.
No. Respectfully, I have to say it has to be the Janice Slint execution because we ain't seen Danny execute that Dickon yet.
Oh yeah, hey now.
She hasn't executed that Dickon John yet.
Not yet, Joe. Fucking rest in peace. It's Qyburn's baby in Cersei. Jano Slint. Yeah, it was all a setup for a Joe joke. He set us up like 3 steps down the road. We all became victim to it. We signed the verbal contract and we're fucked. Rest in peace, Rickon, or is it Dickon? Who cares? They should change Dickon's name to Hard On. Timo is like, yeah, I'm like, what is John trying to do right now? Defeat the dead is stupid, but people say Azor Ahai. Jamie tried to stop Pyro Dictator in his mind, and people say he's an idiot. What the fuck? I just think in that moment, Joe, but the only take I'll do on that before we go to the next scene is from Jamie's perspective, you just saw what that dragon did to all your fucking people, and your thinking from his perspective, as warped as it is, he gives a shit about his family, gives a shit about his world. He's like, these are the people I have to fight. I can't beat these people in a war. The only way to defeat these people is to get lucky, and I have this apparent opportunity here to like end this with one blow. So I feel like he was risking his life to take that chance. What did the live chat there?
A burning Dickon is nothing to laugh at. A burning Dickon is nothing to laugh at.
It isn't. That burning sensation when you urinate, Joe.
I think it like scroll chatted. Oh, there, Eric, awesome.
Randall should have ordered him to bend the knee.
Dick on fire is nothing to laugh at.
Cersei's baby is going to be the witch that promised her 3 bitches. Hey, everyone. Pamela, great to see you. Danny was wet for John, and John was hard for Drogon. Oh, fuck.
That was quite the romantic trio.
Yeah, there was a lot of love going on right there. And I see you guys that on the phone lines waiting. We'll get to you guys in a second. Just going to get through a little bit of the recap here. So our next scene is Tyrion walking alongside every like the scarred remains, the sad music as he checks out the Dothraki looting and such. He sees them hurting captured soldiers and officers. We see Drogon, and Drogon is awesome in this episode. As cool as he was in the last episode too, seeing him like a dog that just caught a furry animal and just threw it down to you. It reminded me of Lotus after she catches a beaver, and just like smiling and walking around like barking at everybody that's trying to fuck with her. Like, I just kicked all your asses. The only reason I'm not burning all you motherfuckers right now is because my mommy told me not to. That's the only reason I'm not doing it. I'm just waiting for that word. And he's just sitting there smiling and gloating on top of the rock. I thought it was a really cool Drogon moment. And I thought Drogon was a good character in this episode in some ways too, with the eyes and the Jon Snow scene. So then we get Dany's speech, and let's listen to Dany's speech. Dany, what do you have to say? Dany, what do you have to say?
I'm the queen. Daddy, I want it now.
Burn down your homes, murder you and orphan your children. That's Cersei Lannister, not me.
Not her, Joe.
I'm not here to murder.
Never her.
And all I want to destroy is the wheel.
She reminds me of Michael Corleone. Not me, Carrie. Never me. Not me. Hoo-ah.
Over rich and poor, to the benefit of no one but the Cersei Lannisters of the world. I offer you a choice. Bend the knee and join me. Together, we will leave the world a better place than we found.
She sounds like Darth Vader right now too.
Fuse.
Join me, Luke, and together we can rule as father and son.
And die.
Okay, so she says that to everyone, die. Do you think that's an empty threat there, Joe? You think she would really, and we talked about this earlier, do you think she would have burned all of them if they didn't kneel? Anyone who didn't kneel, she would have burned in that situation?
I really do hope so. I really do hope so, and I feel like if she's unwilling to chain them up and make them prisoner, which is not slave, and chain them up is one thing, put them in cages, whatever. Like, if she's not willing to make herself a prison camp or whatever, a dungeon, prisoner, then she has to make this offer. And if she's going to make this, she's going to say this, she has to follow through, no matter how many of them don't bend the knee.
So as Joe said it, as Joe said it, she makes this offer to the Red God, and she burns some people, and somewhere Melisandre is smiling. The mother of dragons, burner of Dickons, got added to her thing. So in this situation,
well, it just skips a step. You got to burn the bodies anyway, right?
Yep, true. No, she's expediting the process. She's helping Jon Snow out here. So then she gets Randall steps forward here in this situation, and he has some shit to say. And he did have some shit to say. What do you have to say, Randall?
Already have a queen. My sister. She wasn't your queen until recently, though, was she? When she murdered your rightful queen and destroyed House Tyrell for all time. So it appears your allegiances are somewhat flexible.
No easy choices in war. Say what you will about your sister, she was born in Westeros. She's lived here all her life.
So it comes back to Randall Tarley hating fucking wildlings, and he looks at the Dothraki like wildlings. He can never side with her, and he's made his bed. He's not going to switch allegiances. He's not going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and he offers his life in the situation. But Dickon...
Stop beheading and tie.
Dickon wants to go too, and Dickon says, I'm with my dad. And Dany goes, okay, fine, I'll burn you too. But Tyrion says, no, lock him up.
Beheading anyone.
And he says, don't behead this family. And she says, I'm not beheading anybody. And then we get charred Dickon.
Your Grace.
And she's getting ready. She's touching herself inappropriately. She's excited for it. It's going to happen. Oh, fuck, I'm going to do it. And she says Dracarys, and she burns those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And it's
little roasted dick.
Yep. It makes her feel good. It makes her feel good inside. Whether they go in this direction completely, I just see not the madness. And it's an oversimplification to just say, oh, she's going to be the fucking mad queen. I don't mean that. I mean that she gets some sort of satisfaction about burning people, and that makes her feel, okay, wait, no, I am saying she's a fucking crazy person. She fucking likes burning people. I agree with the threat of it in that situation, but then everyone bends the knee. You grab those people off, you burn them up, you put them in a cell for a while, you let them have a chance to think about it or something like that. You don't necessarily have to burn them in the moment. At least I don't think so. I know, Joe, you think she did the absolute right thing in that situation.
Well, here's the thing. It's by not burning them now, all you're doing is making them suffer.
I agree with Randall, but you should have put Dick, you should have listened to Tyrion on the second point and put Dick on in a cell. And
no, Dickon should have listened to Tyrion and should have listened to Rhaegar. And should have listened to Randall.
And bent the knee in that situation.
Dickon was a scared little boy. Dickon's been
go with Daddy.
Abused by Dad his whole life. Not in the same way Randall has, as Sam has, but like abused to an extent. Like you saw how he is. You saw how he treats his mom, his daughter. Like,
and I want to talk.
Of course, Dickon was going to follow his proud fucking honor is everything dad into the fire.
I want to talk myself out of this too, in a certain extent, and say I'm almost on your side, Joe, when I start to think about it, because she just burned hundreds and thousands or whatever, how many people, like lines and lines of people.
She burned 1,000
What's a couple more in that situation? Is it different to burn them close up like that or burn them in a big group like that?
And that's what I'm saying.
What's really the fucking difference?
They were trying to kill her.
You have dragons, you have to burn people. What the fuck do you expect? So, I mean, I get that side of it. I just don't like her. Can that be it? Can I just not like her? Is that a thing? So yeah, I just don't like her. Okay, I'm changing my thing. I get it. Fine. Yeah, whatever. She had to burn the people. I just don't like her.
Well, she didn't have to burn them. Let's get this right.
Rose says it's for dummies. It's for a peacock. There will be casualties. Guzzle, but it's war. People die. I always hated how Danny burns people and people cheer. When anyone else does it, there's evil and they get killgasms with burning. Danny does it and it's glorified. It's war, peacock. There's casualties. I'll say it again. So
I'll watch anybody burn. I think it's fun. The reason's right.
Maybe it's part of it's because she can't be burned, so she's just.
Of course, that's a big part of it.
She's interested in it, in just the concept of it. Oh wow,
huge! I can't feel that. They can't
feel that. I wonder what it feels like. It's perfectly normal. She's so normal.
Like it hurts.
She's so normal.
Cool.
I love how she doesn't tell John what she does either. She's just like, yeah, I had some problems. She's not like, yeah, I just burned 2 people and like thousands of people with my dragon. Love me. So then we get Cersei's bedroom, which is a place we all like to be in, and with Jamie. Oh no, actually, Joe is Azora High, says Madcap. Sam will inherit Hornhill since the Night's Watch won't last very long. 1998 champs got to go, but I'll be listening. Have a great night. Have a great night, champion. And Das says, I think I'm not here to murder line was meant towards the people of Westeros in general, not towards the standing army in any way. Cersei had just told everyone who'd listen that this is a foreigner. What's wrong with you, Phil? Why do you hate the mother of dragons? What's my problem with the mother of dragons? Let me think about that. That's
always been a contrarian. You know, everybody loves.
That's not true.
Yeah, I don't like it anymore. I don't like it to begin with.
I didn't really. I think my hate for Daenerys started on my second watch through the series when I just couldn't stand her scenes. But in my first watch through, I wasn't
slow. Her whole story. It's like Sansa's story is very slow. Like you couldn't make try to string together all the Sansa scenes, just the Sansa scenes, and watch them. You'll turn it off. It'd be bad TV. It'd be horrible.
Phil will not bend the knee. You saw how Jor was acting around. I will not bend the knee, Pete. Phil listens to bands that don't exist. I do listen to bands that don't exist. I make up bands in my head. Danny's too mainstream. Yeah, Phil's too main. Yeah, I like Danny before she was popular. Before her hit song, Dracarys, when Danny put out that song.
Man, that song's on fire, yo. That song's fire.
Oh,
no, if you strung all Danny scenes together, it would be completely fucking boring. You would turn the shit off.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to play my Danny song, but I don't have it right here. So Jamie enters and
It wouldn't be completely boring. It'd be pretty cool.
She asks him how many men they lost, and basically Jamie starts getting to saying to Cersei that they can't win, and Cersei's like, "What the fuck are we gonna do about it?" And they talk a little bit about Tyrion, and he tells her that Lady Olenna killed Joffrey, and she's like, "Why do you believe that? Well, did she tell you the truth? I mean, why would she tell you the truth?" And ultimately, Jamie convinces Cersei that Olenna actually did it, and she gives him shit for not allowing Olenna to suffer more before she died. It's just a sort of a back and forth, and she should have died screaming. That's what I wanted, and it's ultimately just a briefing. Nothing much comes from this scene except for him telling her what happened, and Jamie basically is telling Cersei that the Dothraki and the dragons are too much. I saw one dragon. There's 3 dragons. There's nothing I can do. Nothing we can do about it.
So, John Stern, I just read your comment. It's okay to smoke, and I thought, where's the first half of that comment? I went looking for it, and I thought it was going to say like, what was the last thing Randall said to his son?
Oh, dick on. Yeah, Jamie's like, I saw those Dothraki, and I'm like, fucking fire, yo. Let's get the fucking out of here. And we're going to talk about one more scene here. Oh, let's take a couple calls right now and pause the recap. And because we've got a couple people that have been on hold for a little bit. So let's take area code 985. Area code 985. Who are you? Where you come from? And what's your question or comment?
Hey guys, it's Raven. Just giving you a call. How y'all doing?
Doing awesome, dude. How's it going tonight?
Good. You got 2 quick points. I mean, I may have called it. I mean, I got the recap. So I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but I noticed that when John and Gendry were talking about the sword, he asked Gendry, "Can you wield it?" He said, "No, I can't wield it." And he looked at the sword. If I remember right, his teacher is the guy that reforged Ned Stark's sword and the 2 swords for Tywin.
Mm-hmm.
So he may have learned how to do Valyrian steel.
I think so.
As he was an apprentice.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you on that one. I absolutely think if Gendry survives this situation, he's going to be very beneficial in that way.
Oh yeah. The second quick thing is, they made a big point for Sam to not know his dad died, and she did not tell Jon. So I think that's going to be a point of difference in the future when Mormont reveals that Sam Tarly saved his life, and it's going to impact her, and then she's going to have to tell Jon that his friend's family was killed by her. So that's going to be an interesting conflict for them with their relationship, going forward. I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, no. Sam might be a little upset about Dickon, but
you killed your best, his best friend's family.
Good stuff, Raven. Joe's
he may hate them as the family.
Joe's going to go off right now. Yeah. Joe, what's going on? Great call, Raven. Talk to you soon, buddy. What's going on, Joe?
Well, I kind of forgot the first thing he said, but the second part about John's new friend burning his family alive, yeah, he'll be upset about Dickon. He always liked Dickon. Dickon was always good to him.
They were buddies. They went back.
He's not going to be upset about Randall dying. And hey, the Valyrian steel sword that Sam stole's now in the right hands.
Yep. Absolutely.
What was the first thing he said? There was something I wanted to say about that, but
the she-wolf of winter. If I had any short-term memory, Joe, I would tell you. The she-wolf of winter says, "Hello, all good to see you, she-wolf of winter. Good to see everyone in the live motherfucking chat." Sam hated his dad. He absolutely hated his dad. John's gonna be pissed when he finds out Danny burned Sam's family. I think Sam's going to be happy. He's going to thank Dad about it. Gendry, it was Gendry to make weapons, Joe? Was it about Gendry?
Oh, yeah. What he said about not being able to wield the sword was he was saying, yeah, I'm not a fighter with the sword. I fight with the hammer. But I think that would be great if he ends up doing some becoming like the royal blacksmith because he knows how to make Valyrian steel and shit. They give him his Storm's Watch.
And Sam could help and find a scroll that could help show how to turn dragon glass into Valyrian steel or some shit like that. Like, theoretically, a bunch of shit could happen. This is area code 787. Area code 787. You're on the air. What's going on?
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's
calling all the way from Puerto Rico here.
Oh, dude, welcome to the show. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, I love your show, guy. You keep up the great job.
Thank you.
So I have it's like more than prediction.
Do it.
For the end of the next show. I think that what's going to happen is Benjen Stark's going to come out of nowhere, save all their asses, and probably, go with them to King's Landing and show them that, hey, this is real. I'm here. I'm standing here. I'm living proof. So I don't know what you guys think about that.
Awesome call. Thank you so much for calling from Puerto Rico, and thank you so much, dude. Have an awesome night.
So I would say,
thanks, guys.
I would say if that makes a lot more sense than bringing a fucking White, but I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't think Benjen can cross the wall.
Correct. He tells Bran that I can't go with you. I can't cross the wall.
Yeah. So
that keeps them from going across, keeps me from going across too.
Good thought, and they might bump into Benjen. That would make sense. That he would be out there, and he would, and for Jon and Benjen to meet again. I think that would make sense. But I don't think he can cross with them, unless something changes with when the Night King crosses. So area code 757. Area code 757. You're on the air. What's going on?
How you doing, Phil? This is Antoine. How you doing, Joe?
Hey, Antoine, how are you tonight, buddy?
Yes. Mind if I tell a joke tonight before I hang up and go to bed?
Do it.
Because this is very funny, and I have to say this about Jormel Momar or something, because I heard their relationship is very creepy. I can't stop thinking that I can picture in my mind that the next time Momar asks Daenerys out, Daenerys will put him down.
Yeah, it's coming. I feel bad for Jorah and Antoine. I think he's proverbially just consistently, no matter how much you ask her out, he's gonna get slapped in the face with her dragon eggs and be like, "No, buddy, you're in the."
Same thing with Sansa and Littlefinger. Littlefinger is looks like a pedophile to me.
He does, and I hope to gosh Littlefinger doesn't get any of that. Antoine, I'm gonna go, but have a great night, buddy. Have a good sleep. As always, awesome stuff, Antoine. Awesome stuff. Antoine's phone was breaking up a little bit. It was tough to hear him there, but Antoine's one of our best callers. Good people. Area code 985. Area code 985. What's going on?
Hey guys, it's Draven again. Antoine had a great point, and I wanted to talk real fast on that. Real fast.
Do it.
Captain Friendzone touched Dany, gave her a hug, and looked back when he was pushing the boat. Jon is just straight up Drogo. Touched her once in the cave. You know how the cave's special. Didn't look back once he told her goodbye. Didn't touch her, hug her. She was so ready to go at that point. And she's gonna miss him. And the dragon's bonding with Jon, and I think it works both ways with the dragon and her.
Yeah,
she's open to him, and he has got her so hard right now. I don't let you go, but I wanted to see what Joe's going to say on that.
Yep, and it's perfect scene to talk about that. Oh, we also got a $5 donation from J.R. McLaughlin. Gendry doesn't know how to forge Valyrian steel. Tywin said he got his blacksmith from Volantis to reforge ice into Windows Whale. Thank you so much for that point. Rest in peace. And spin is coming, motherfucker. Here comes the spin. Thank you, everybody. And you guys are amazing. Oh, for $5 cheaper than a drive from Acton to Marblehead. J.R. McLaughlin, Jorah's Cockblock, Mormon, Barry White's on the phone. Yeah, Antoine was sounding really smooth tonight. Holy shit, Batman called. He was trapped in the closet. Yeah, Antoine, your phone was crackling up a little bit. But here we go. Let's spin it up. Spin it up for you, motherfucker. Thank you so much. So here we are at this scene. And I also do see we do have voicemails and text, and we will get to those in a little bit later. Oh, your pick. You have gotten your pick. So whichever you want to spin, who is the winner of that spin? JR, you get to pick any spot on the wheel.
Pick a color.
You pick a color, any color. So keep an eye out for that in the chat, Joe, or anybody else, and then let me know.
JR McLaughlin.
JR McLaughlin. Makes you want to say it like that, Joe. It's okay. You can do it. It's okay.
JR McLaughlin.
So drink, everybody. Red.
Red.
Which is Joe Drink. The Joe drink, and also J.R. McLaughlin.
Hold on. I don't have any liquor or alcohol tonight. But I haven't drank I literally have not drank a sip of Fanta in like
Fanta.
This is Fanta orange. I hate orange soda. You don't even know how. The fact that it's in my house is kind of disgusting. I accidentally grabbed it out of a cooler instead of a Coca-Cola. I haven't drank a Fanta in probably 35 years. Any Fanta, any orange soda in 35 years, and any Fanta brand in maybe like 15 or 20 years. So, cheers. This nastiness is for you. Oh, it's even useless. It's got no caffeine in it. Caffeine-free fucking orange soda.
Dude, weak. So, our next scene is we see John. Danny is home. He watches Danny start to fly on in. Danny flies. What did his message say? Could you not have heard the last voice? Could people not have heard the last call? I'm sorry. I'm trying to see. People were saying, "What the last call say?" Thanks for listening so much from Puerto Rico. Oh, Dust, $5.50 for Batman call, 50 cents for the awesome chat. Everyone drink $4 to speculate on the Jorah meeting Lady Mormont. That would be fucking amazing. Get it. What's up, everyone? SM is down. Thank you for the super chat donation. Let's do that spin wheel. Fanta. No one wants Fanta.
Gosh, Kuchen.
Finest orange drink from the arbor. It is bite of a sandwich. Okay. Maiden of Darkness was in Salem, Mass on Saturday. I was looking for you, Phil, playing the bongos. I was not downtown playing the bongos, but maybe I will be. Definitely.
He was home playing the skin flute instead.
I was. It's true story. And one of these days, I hope to bump into you out in Salem, Mass. So great to see everyone. Dust, you're the man. A bite of a sandwich. Let me shut off the camera in a second, and I'll take a bite of a sandwich. So with the Lady Mormont, I would love to see Jorah meet Lady Mormont. I hope Jorah survives this and gets to go up north and see how well she's doing leading the family. $10. J.R. McLaughlin, another donation from J.R. McLaughlin, who says, Joe, he wants you as a special request. Chug the Fanta, Joe. Chug the Fanta.
Chug Fanta.
Chug the Fanta, motherfucker. Do it. Chug. Okay, so John stops in Danny's home. John goes face to face with Drogon, but he doesn't intimidate easy. John's like, the fuck. And instead of running away from Drogon, he takes his glove out, and then he takes his glove and he slaps Drogon across the face with him.
It's fucking nasty.
Joe's wishing he had vodka right now. And he pets Drogon. And Drogon looks at him, his eye opens up, and they make eye contact. They start having a romantic connection between Drogon and John.
My teeth rotting as I speak from that.
Do you know what else is rotting? Your teeth is rotting for how sweet this scene was. As Drogon and Johnny are locking eyes, Daenerys is getting more turned on than she's ever been in her life.
Oh, that shit was awesome, dude.
And it was a moment. John connecting with the dragon was awesome. Danny watching from above, being like, "Oh, what's going on here?
I wonder what that was all about."
There's something about this boy, Joe. There's something about this boy. Yeah, Danny gets a major boner in this scene. She totally does. She gets the Jon Snows in this scene, big time. She wants some of that King of the North. And I think John is thinking more about the dragon in this moment. I mean, ultimately, he decided to calculate that it was smarter to pet. He says it was smarter to pet the dragon, and Drogon kind of just goes, "You're all right, you're okay," and flies away.
The word I was thinking of, but yes, they are.
They're not
gorgeous beasts.
They're not beasts to me. No matter how big they get, how terrifying to everyone else. They're my children.
Phil, will you pet my dragon?
You weren't gone long.
No.
And
I have fewer enemies today than I did yesterday.
Okay, so whatever. So they get into it. They talk both back and forth. And she asks him, what did Davos mean when he said you took a knife to the heart for your people? And he says it was a figure of speech. Then the Dothraki eventually come around and they bring a friend, it's Jorah, who kneels and says, I'm cured. And we introduce Jorah Mormont to Jon Snow. And he's like, oh, fuck, here's another fucking dude that's one-upping me here. And Jon's nice to him. Your dad was a great man. And Jorah's like, I found the cure. I'm back. I'm back. I return to your service, queen. It will be my honor. And Jon and her kind of give each other hinky eyeballs. So then we go to a scene of the single raven flickering as the warg, as we see one raven, multiple ravens, and then we see that Bran is controlling a whole flock of ravens that are flying past the wall out through the sky, tracking, going to look for the army of the dead. And then we fly through, and Bran sees the whole 100,000 troops of the dead all marching, and it's crazy. They're all heading towards the wall. They're getting closer and closer and closer. And then the Night King looks up at the fucking flock, and the flock just goes. It's like playing Duck Hunt. The Night King suddenly playing Duck Hunt, and he's like, "Fuck that stupid dog!" And he shoots the duck. And the ravens just scatter, and we go to Bran, who says we need to send ravens. So
we would, Bran, but somehow all the ravens disappeared over the wall.
They're all dead, Joe. They're all fucking dead. Stonehenge, play Stonehenge. How much incest can
love? Oh my god, what is? I don't even want to know what that.
How much incest Jon can get? Will he fuck his aunt, mother of dragons? Man, he much. I don't know. Something's coming. Analysis. You know something's coming. Much love to Phil Joe in the motherfucking chat, and long live Lady Sansa. Bran scares the shit out of me, says Rose. Echo, fucking crazy. Oh, is there an echo?
Echo. It's gone.
Oh, it is. Was it, we were echoing for a second?
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Yeah, and analysis gets a fucking spin. So the Maesters, we cut to the Maesters joking about the three-eyed raven, and Sam interrupts and says, that's Bran Stark. I let him through the wall. Somehow we survived there behind the wall for 3 years. Maybe we should fucking listen to him about what's going on. And Sam just barges in, and the Archmaesters are kind of just ragging on him and laughing at him, and the Maesters are just dubious of this whole situation. So ultimately, one of the Archmaester guy, I call them all Archmaesters, but the big guy says, Sam, okay, what's your plan? What would you do? And Sam basically
specific, please.
Yeah, and Sam's pretty specific. He says that they believe in him. I mean, they believe
Of course, they were all gonna laugh him out of the place. I mean, read the fucking room, Sam.
Yeah, he's a little bit of an idealist. He does not read the room well.
No, he doesn't.
We saw that at the Night's Watch. We see that here. We could think he got a little bit better at it, but going there expecting them just to straight out listen to him, it's kind of ridiculous. And
like, okay, Sam, you cured grayscale, but only 2 of you know that.
Oh, Joe, it landed on both take shots, and I have a beer that's very high in alcohol content, so I'll shoot that. And you have Fanta.
Oh, man, that's not even cool.
You have to take a shot of the. That's what happens when you don't drink alcohol
next week.
Yeah, you can get some booze next week. So here we go. Toast it. Thank you so much, analysis. Red is Joe drink. Yeah, red is Joe drink. I think yellow is me drink, and everyone shots. Yellow's both take shots, and yellow's also me drink.
It's fucking nasty.
Joe's gonna end up throwing up more from the orange drink than.
Oh, it's fucking.
So Sam does have a plan. He just says that if the Archmaesters say it's real, everyone will tell until all the houses to send as many men as they can up north to fight this while they can. The Maesters. One of them kind of agrees partially, but then another one says, well, to argue the other side of it, it could just be the Dragon Queen setting up a plan to get all the Yada Zoo on the Zuzi Zoo. Oh, blah, 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 blah. So Sam eventually just says, fuck this. This isn't working out. And he grabs as many scrolls as he can in the library, runs out of there, and just pieces out of the fucking Citadel.
I hope he brought the Gilly book.
What? Oh yeah, I get to that later. I think I'm just like I wrote like all the Sam stuff in a row. Where's the damn alcohol? Spin the fucking wheel, says Timo with the $10 donation. Love you, Timo. I will spin the wheel in a second, and I will drink the fucking alcohol. If I don't talk about it, there was also a scene with Sam and Gilly where Sam is bitching and moaning. I'll play it a little bit later. I think I have the audio track of it. It's a good scene with Sam acting-wise, and he just has a really cool monologue where Gilly's talking about how Rhaegar got his marriage annulled with the Martell girl to marry Lyanna Stark. And Sam just kind of totally grazes over that. We get a shout-out reference to Jon Snow's parents that they were married and in love in this episode. And then we're going to get another situation where we get a flashback later in the season 2 with Bran seeing the marriage or something like that, maybe. So it's all going to come together. That's something that Kyle was saying on the stream the other night. So the library from... so then we go to Dragonstone, and Tyrion and Varys start talking about what just happened.
That's why they're rulers. She gave Tarly a choice. A man who had taken up arms against her. What else could she do?
Not burn him alive alongside his son.
I'm sorry, Varys. I wish I had my comedy drum fill right there. Like, what the fuck, Varys? Okay, I just want to play this for a second because, like, I love Varys, but his attitude in this situation is Daenerys told him to be honest about his feelings and not hide things. So I guess it's true, but hasn't his whole life goal to put a Targaryen back on the throne since working for the Mad King? So he, this whole time, hates this family so much and thinks they're doing horrible things, but yet his whole goal was to put her back on the throne and put Viserys.
Right.
Yeah, to put fucking shithead on the throne.
It was just to get rid of Baratheon.
Because he's worse than
Targaryen? It was to start a revolution. I don't think he expected of a series to make it through, and Dany was supposed to be married off. So
Varys, as Timo says, Varys needs to switch to Team John. But that team's going to be combining soon. Oh, we all know it. It's so thick. It's so fucking thick. So Tyrion and Varys talk.
And not her head. I can't make her decisions for her.
That's what I used to tell myself about her father. I found the traitors, but I wasn't the one burning them alive. I was only a purveyor of information.
And I agree, it is interesting. This is one of the first times I can remember seeing Varys drink too.
Beg for mercy. I'm not the one doing it. And the pitch of their screams rose higher. I'm not the one doing it. When their hair caught fire and the smell of the burning flesh filled the throne room, I'm not the one doing it.
There's that bite of the sandwich, guys.
Daenerys is not her father.
And she never will be. With the right counsel.
So ultimately, they're trying to make Dany play the song that they want to sing. And I don't know if that's the right plan for both of their perspectives. And I mean, it's hard because I think Dany has her way. Whether you think it's the right way or not, she's not going to listen to anybody. When she feels like when she listens to people, she loses. And her only bet is to go with what she knows, which is her dragons and doing amazing things by herself. And that might get herself into trouble. Again, to echo what someone said, it's one arrow away from killing her. One moment of that, if she wasn't wearing that saddle or something on the back of Drogon, she would have been thrown off of him when he got shot with the ballista bolt. Wait, she wasn't wearing?
No, there's no saddle.
Whatever, still. Oh, fuck. You guys are amazing in the live fucking chat. Thank you so much. Varys planned for a dumb Targaryen to be on throne, one he can control. Excellent point, K-Rich. He expected to be able to control the Targaryens a little bit better, control one of these kids.
Control the older Joffrey? Come on.
No, control Viserys.
The older Joffrey? Or, excuse me, the Joffrey-Sansa mix?
He's more Sansa than Joffrey, I think.
He's a good mix of them both. He's like the perfect mix down the middle of Sansa and Joffrey.
So, then we get inside the it gets interrupted with a kind of a funny moment with Tyrion and Varys, where Varys has a scroll that was sent from Winterfell for Jon Snow, and Tyrion's like, "What's it say?" And Varys like, "I didn't read it. I don't know what it said." And he's like, "Yep. So what did it say? I know you read it. We all know you read it. Well, what's it say?" And Varys goes, "Nothing interesting or nothing good." So then we go inside the Dragonstone map room, and we get
I thought Bran was dead.
Jon's reaction to Bran and
I'm
Arya.
happy for you. You don't look happy.
Bran saw the Night King and his army marching towards Eastwatch.
Doesn't even say once, "Oh, I got to go see my brother and sister."
What was that? Yeah.
Doesn't even say once this time, "I should go see my brother and sister."
Yeah.
He's eye on the prize.
Yep. That's all he cares about when it really comes down. He doesn't care about being the king of the North. Doesn't care about the Night's Watch. Doesn't care about Dany. Doesn't care about shit about anything but stopping what he's fucking seen. Anyone who's seen that knows that's the real enemy right now. That
absolutely.
There's nothing else. And
The wall has kept them out for thousands of years, presumably.
I need to go home.
You said you don't have enough men.
We'll fight with the men we have.
I owe Timo
Unless you'll join us.
And give the country to Cersei. As soon as I march away, she marches in.
Marches in. She's already there. Give what to Cersei? Cersei already has everything.
And Cersei doesn't have
in Lannisport and an army of Dothraki out in the fields mulling about at the moment, but really marches where? She's already in King's Landing. She's already sitting on the Iron Throne. If you go up north, Cersei Lannister marches in circles.
Joe, tell us something that annoys you.
There you go.
That annoys you. Bam. That's the perfect
idea of, like, if I go north at the moment, Cersei Lannister is going to march in and take everything.
With what soldiers?
What?
Just burn their whole army.
Right. What is she going to take on top of that? What is she going to take? She's going to take back Dragonstone, her house of Lannisport. Like, I assume you've already, like, people have already pillaged the fucking thing. I don't know. It's a little strange, that thinking, and none of them kind of said, Dany, she already sits on the Iron Throne. She doesn't have to march in and take it. She's already on it. Maybe the Stone Throne, the Salt Throne. What throne is this? The Dragonstone Throne? Yeah, okay, they can have this throne room. It's a rock, and they're gonna as soon as they realize we're not here anymore, they're gonna get up and leave the rock, and we can take it back when we come back.
So here's where the fuzzy logic comes in, or whatever. Maybe this is the only plan. We'll definitely get you guys in on this too, to see if I'm just being an idiot here and not looking at this thing 3-dimensionally. So, or 4-dimensionally, or 2-dimensionally, or fucking just being a shit fuck. So Tyrion says, he just quickly interjects. This scene was, for me, edited a little wonky, a little quickly cut and shit. I don't know. I did not like the way this scene transitioned to the ultimate outcome of it. I think it was just a little too, I can't even explain it. Just a little bit too stereotypical television kind of thing going on here. And it was, Tyrion says, we need to prove that the dead's real. We need to
prove to what? The fucking crazy bit, like, still more annoying shit, Phil.
We need to create a reason to do something to stall for a second to get to the end game of this season. So we need to have you guys go up to fight the Night's King now, because we need White Walkers in this season. So how do we get White Walkers into this season without it being endgame? Because once the White Walkers get through the wall, everything's got to be about the White Walkers. So how do we get them there before? Oh, we'll have them go grab it. So it seemed like it was created from an idea like that. Like how do we get them out there? So let's create and reverse how to get there. And it's like, oh, and we'll put Gendry in there too, and the Hound too. And I know people are saying, don't enjoy it, and I will enjoy it. It's gonna be fun, a lot of wisecracking and stuff. I just didn't like how it came together, like someone said, like the Avengers, or like the A-Team, or like a bunch of, Predator, where they're all coming, all the talents are coming together, bump. And in this corner.
Well, yeah, they said it at the beginning. They sent out ravens.
Yeah,
they got the team back together.
The teams, or It's a team of never befores, has-beens, dead people in Davos. They're here to fucking kill White Walkers and chew bubblegum, and they're all out of bubblegum. I mean, it's not saying it's not going to be fun. It was a little cheesy how it all. We need to convince to Cersei. Oh, but how will Cersei give you an audience? Oh, I know. We'll have Tyrion go back to King's Landing, because that's not the stupidest thing in the world, to talk to Jaime and Davos. I'll sneak him in. Oh yeah, Davos didn't go because Davos went to King's Landing to sneak. Yeah,
Tyrion. Like it's the only smuggler in the fucking world.
And it was the A team coming together. And again, I was having fun with it, but it was a little okay. Dun 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 dun, and the Hound in this motherfucking Carter. You're wrong, Phil, but it was cheesy. The Dick Unsung can lull the White Walkers into submission. We're getting the band back together on a mission. We're on a mission from Gad, the bastard Baratheon swing. The Dick Unsung can lull the White Walkers into submission. To be fair, they had to all meet up at some point, JR says. The baby Cleon. No, I agree. They had to all meet up at some point. I like the scenes as they were dictated, just in the moment. The way it all sort of came together was just a good happenstance of circumstances here. So Tyrion needs to prove to Cersei, or they need to prove to Cersei, that White Walkers are real. So they're going to go out and go on a hunt. Jon's going to go on the OA team, even though the captain shouldn't go on the OA team, but he's the only one that's faced them before. Even though Tormund has too, but he's the one that can bridge the gap between the wildlings and help them do it. So Jorah is going to go, and then they go to King's Landing. And, oh, actually, no, because Gendry comes back too. Whatever. So then they're going to go on a mission to King's Landing to tell Jaime to see if it's even worth it. So that's when we're ready break. We're all going to go to different situations. So then let's go up north to Sansa, and she's getting some love for being the lord over the north while Jon's away. They're all pissed at Jon. We kind of already talked about this. Arya and Sansa start walking away, and we get a ghost shout out, and this is where Arya gets into Sansa.
Leave the north and expected to just sit and wait for him like Ghost.
He didn't. He trusted you to hold it for him.
He's not making it easy. The Northern Lords are proud.
These are mother and father's chambers.
And?
Well, she did say for Jon to take them, right?
She did. That was her. This is one of those situations where, sorry, Tiba, sorry, Sansa haters. Sansa, like Arya, I understand she's upset here, but it's piling on. Like when you're pissed at somebody and they're doing horrible things, and I'm on board with Sansa, is done some pretty shitty things, especially to Arya. And it's just like another thing. And you're in mom and dad's bed, you bitch. You're 2 seconds from being put on the list, Joe. 2 seconds.
Yep.
The Fellowship of the Ice Ring. Arya needs to calm the fuck down. That's what I'm saying, Rose. On some level, Arya needs to calm the fuck down. She's on high alert.
She should be.
You think she should be?
Yes. She won't be able to be any of the fucking orange soda.
Joe's being killed by the orange soda.
She won't be able to be any other way now. Ever.
With everybody, you think she'd be that way with Jon?
Constantly, everywhere, all the time.
I don't think it helps that Sansa's the person she's most interacting with right now. If she had come back when Jon was there, I think it could have ingratiated her a little bit more. But the fact that Sansa and the fact that the two of them have never really seen eye to eye, I think definitely hurts the situation, and it perpetuates Arya's paranoia.
Right, because seeing her and Arya argue, seeing Jon and Sansa argue, or Sansa arguing with Jon in front of the whole lordling fucking collective that's really gonna ingratiate Arya to him. Sure. Yep.
To Jon.
No, and Arya's gonna continue to get even more pissed at Sansa. You shouldn't be fucking talking back to Jon like that.
Oh, that'd be great to see, though. Now, I don't think that relationship. I think that relationship needs to be naturally repaired between the two of them.
Never.
You don't think it could ever be repaired?
Not until Sansa saves someone's life blatantly or takes Peter Baelis's life with her own hands.
So Joe,
still yet to kill anyone, isn't she?
Who, Arya, since she's been back?
Sansa is still yet to kill anyone.
Kill anyone with her own hands. Ramsay.
Oh, Ramsay.
She killed
But
Ramsay.
no, the dogs did it.
Yeah, but I mean that was her. But I'm giving Sansa that kill.
I'm giving her the satisfaction of getting to watch.
Keisha says it's just
watch, but she didn't even put him in the cage. She just have him put in the cage and then showed up. Did she even unlock the doors for the dogs, or the dogs' doors already unlocked, just not opened yet? Waited for them to creep open.
She told someone to open them. She ordered someone.
Right, exactly. She did not fucking kill him. Did not swing the axe, so to speak. She showed up to watch him die. That's
Madcap says, Joe, you're right. Arya and Sansa will never be close. Keisha says, just sister stuff. I have one question. Where is Melisandre? Was Missandei? A good question that we didn't see Missandei at all in this episode. She's sitting vigil for Grey Worm right now until he comes back. Team baby Kill Bill Arya. Spoiled fucking brat from season 1 hasn't gone anywhere, says Timo. Das says Arya was right, but Sansa wanting the relationships was more right on there. I hate Sansa always, but she knows the ruling game better than Arya. I think Das says that right. I hate Sansa. She's fucking annoying, but she does know how to quote unquote rule better than Arya does about some of the things. And that's the one minor thing I said with the you can't go around stabbing people. That's basically what Ramsay did. And you can't just kill, or what Joffrey did, like killing people when they don't agree with you. And Sansa's not like that yet. Maybe. Everyone's like, stop it! Stop saying anything good about Sansa. But no, it's I'm totally team Arya in this situation because I like Arya better. But like I get somewhat of some of the points Sansa was making to Arya. Timo's like, I thought I knew you, Phil. You're dead to me now. You're dead to me. So we cut to Tyrion coming. Before we talk about Tyrion coming back to King's Landing, let's take a caller that we have on hold right now. This is area code 202. This may be Jay. Area code 202. Jay, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? Well, Timo told me to say this first. Joe, you were wrong. That was straight from her. And, you're usually wrong. So, there's probably something you said before. I wasn't listening to the show before because I was actually watching the episode. I was watching the show late because I was traveling from my house to my cousin's house. And what I'm going to say only pertains to this episode. What I want to say is this, and I want to say something after, so don't hang up immediately.
Cool.
The leaks are real. Everything that happened in this episode, I knew. I knew Jon was gonna pet that dragon. I knew Dany was gonna land in front of him. Those fucking leaks are not false. Okay? So you can't put hashtag fake news on the leaks. And can you put me back on hold? I forgot the other thing I was gonna say.
Yep, I'll put you back on hold. But yeah, we'll talk about that. I'll talk about that more on the trailer reaction cast. But it is true what you just said, Jay. Absolutely true. I'll go back to you after we talk about a couple more scenes. Jay Dragon Melee. Good to see Littlefinger being Littlefinger again, but fuck Sansa. Fuck Sansa. Teef says Sansa can't win with some people. Even though she does something right, she'll always be wrong to certain people, says Teefs in the live chat. Arya is a killer, not a ruler. She would rule like King Robert, says Jon Snow. Madcap says Littlefinger was setting up Arya. Hashtag fuck Sansa. That's why I didn't watch the leak, says Madcap. I hate them. It's clear that they are all the real deal, says Rose, to what Jay's point. Alexis says, I can't wait to see how it all plays out with Littlefinger and Arya. Yes, it's true that they're 100% on the money. Yup, legit. Everyone in the chat's agreeing with you, Jay. I follow a lot of the channels on YouTube. Be careful what you let autoplay. They're real. Absolutely. So Joe and I did talk about that stuff, and people can watch that. We get some drum fun for that for Melee. Melee, you get some drum fun. So
good. I gotta pee. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, Joe's gonna run to the bathroom while I hurt your ears for a second with some drum fun. This bathroom break is brought to you by Okay, it's enough of that. Enough of that. Thank you so much for some drum fun. Trying to silly drumming. So, and I did not I did not. Where do you play? Sometimes out in Salem and stuff. Hopefully the drum fun wasn't too loud. Like I always am very cautious of how, you know, I don't want to blow anyone's eardrums out. I know that was not so much the loudest sound in the world, but I don't know how that was transmitting. So I tried. Oh, thank you guys. But yeah, that's some drum fun. Maybe I'll get a little bit more drum fun. That's a quiet instrument. I could play it more later at night. So we cut to wait a minute, is that some Dothraki drumming going on right there? This is the magic box. This is what I was playing, one of these fucking things. So, ouch. Thank you, Quixote. So we cut to Tyrion at King's Landing in Davos. Davos was like, this is a funny situation that goes back and forth between the two of these guys.
Last time I was here, I killed my father with a crossbow.
Last time I was here, you killed my son with wildfire.
wait. Dun-dun-dun. I love that. It's fucking, it's like, oh, okay, here you go. Wait. Now I'm just gonna turn into like the goofy sound effect guy, making like weird. Whoa, is Jon Snow in my back there? But no, thank you guys. You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you, Madcap. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, Davos was pretty hilarious in this episode. All the fucking team of Davos. I'm loving Davos this season, just in general. He's cracking me up. Whoa, what are you doing?
I was here, you killed my son with wildfire.
Wah, wah, wah.
There's a path to the left that hugs the cliff. The guards hardly ever patrol it. Too many steps.
So let's yada this a little bit. Some funny stuff going back and forth between the two of them. Davos has a job to do while he's at King's Landing. He goes, I have something I got to do. And Tyrion, he kind of sets Tyrion up a step to go meet in this little area. So then we go to, excuse me. So then we cut over to Jaime and Tyrion eventually meeting. We see Bran and Jaime heading to train, and him and Jaime talk shit back and forth about how he needs to train more. And Jaime's like, maybe I'll kill you this time. And they're going back and forth. And Bran says, your day is not going to get much better now. And here we go. The brothers meet again as we get another super chat donation, $5 from the Bloody Talker, and then another one from Apulia. You guys are amazing.
And I knew you'd never agree to
Let's
me.
listen to a little bit of this while I spin the wheel.
You made me look like a complete fool.
Bloody says, I'm still watching, but holy shit, Drogon is the best wingman in the Seven Kingdoms. Awesome so far. I wish I could be watching this live show live, this podcast live. But thanks so much, Bloody Talker, for the $5 donation. Whenever you do listen to this, you fucking rule, dude. And you got you got something for Joe. You got one of the new ones. So when Joe gets back, and we also got $20 donation from Apulia. Apulia, here you go. Bloody Talker, you have won a special prize. You have won. Bloody Talker. Or wait, no, that is Apulia. Apulia, I'm sorry. Bloody Talker, you have won, Joe. You both have won special prizes. Now, Apulia, you win if you want to send me your address, you don't have to send me your address, but you win this autographed picture of the Cobra Kai sensei. Pain does not exist in this dojo, and this could be yours. I got issuesman@gmail.com. You've won the special mega fucking super prize tonight. Ding, ding, motherfucking ding. Here we go, the super prize. Yes, super prize for you. Congratulations. So send me an email and I'll send you your thing. So Tyrion and Jaime meet.
You by hitting Casterly Rock. You were 3 steps ahead of me. Abandoned the family home, completely unsentimental.
Congratulations, Space. Space just got cast for season 8. Holy shit, if that's really true, amazing. Congratulations to you, and I cannot wait to see you. Definitely join us during next season when you're on.
I'm proud.
Don't talk about father.
Listen to me.
I once told Bran that if I ever saw you again, I'd cut you in half.
It'll take you a while with a sparring sword.
So at least Tyrion tries to do what his best weapon is in any situation, which is to use his humor. And they go back and forth here.
Going to execute me.
What the hell, Tyrion?
He didn't hate me because of anything I did. He hated me because of what I am. A little monster sent to punish him.
And as always, Tyrion gets.
You think I wanted to be pulled?
Gets to Jaime.
What do you want?
What do you want? Just get to it already, you fucking motherfucker. I know you can talk me. You can get to me. You can manipulate me emotionally. You know me.
Win this war. You're a military man. You must know there's no way around that.
That's because Joe is wrong, Space.
She's even willing to suspend hostilities if Cersei agrees to certain terms.
Great scene. And I think so much of what is said in this scene isn't said. You know, like, not everything needs to be so much on the nose. And it's the looks, the actions. And I think the way these two characters played the scene was perfect. A lot of these reunions this season have worked, and some have worked, some haven't. And the reunion of these two was one of the better ones for me because there was just so much tension built up on it. And no matter how many kind of stabs Tyrion tried to burst that bubble into humor and go back into a rhythm with his brother or something, pay his brother compliments to his talents, you know, in the battlefield, how he fucked him over in the battlefield a couple of times. No matter how much you tried to go back and forth in that stuff, it didn't matter to him. And Jaime was holding his ground and holding his Cersei ground, even with, I know you didn't kill Joffrey, you killed Tywin. He was making good points. So Tyrion talked to Jaime. Then he went on the gong.
Did you get another song? Nice.
No, he didn't. No, I didn't get a song. I'm just addicted to the spoons right now. I'm going to talk about Jaime and Tyrion. So, Joe, what'd you think about Jaime and Tyrion? This fucking shit? Was it awesome or what? I like the scene between Jaime and Tyrion a lot, Joe.
It was good. It wasn't long enough. He wanted to laugh though, right?
That's what she said. Sorry, I was waiting the appropriate amount of time for it. That's what she said there. It's not long enough. Yeah, that's what she said. Phil, how high are you? I'm getting higher every second.
He wanted to laugh. He made Jaime laugh. Like he had to fight that laugh. It's gonna take you pretty long with that training sword to cut me in half.
Phil is so high, says your mom. Love this reunion. I loved it, and whatever you think of the character of Jaime Lannister, the actor that plays him is getting a lot more good shit to do this season, and I like it. And comparatively to season 5 and season 6, where he was more a butt of a joke or relative to a background character, he's really getting his due this season and being put in a lot of really awesome scenes.
Of a joke.
Whether that or not, but he's still in a lot of really good scenes. Like you can say, like I said, you can think the character is the butt of a joke, but he's getting more real shit to do rather than just dance around Dorne and play fucking swashbuckler.
No, the character is not getting more shit to do.
The actor is.
Not really. Like he's still on this like, my sister's evil, but I love her. My sister's evil, but I'm going to do what she says. My sister's evil. Let me push another boy out a fucking window. Come on.
What other boy is he pushing out? Is he Eric Clapton, Joe? Leave the fucking... I'm sorry, Eric Clapton fans.
Dude, he's R. Kelly. Once you piss on a child, you'll forever piss on a child.
I go Eric Clapton, you go R. Kelly. What the fuck's this? What the fuck?
You can never live that down. Like, R. Kelly will never live the piss thing down, right?
Shannon
will never live this down.
Shannon Hoon did that too, but everyone still loves fucking Blemo. Okay. So anyway, we're going on. Before we go off on a fucking music rant, let's wait till the after show. Holy shit! The assassin gives $10 super chat donation. If Cersei decides to work with Dany, she will 100% backstab her as soon as she can, just like her dad would have deceived to handle the situation. Scary how Cersei is evolving into her father. You guys are amazing at the live chat. Jaime has to be the most conflicted character. He doesn't get to play happy, sad, or angry, or relieved. He always plays a mixture. Pamela says, I'm sick of Cersei's storylines with him. Agree with Joe and his point on that one. Jaime's same old bullshit. Jamie needs to get away from Cersei. She's bad news with an evil coochie, says Rose Madrigal. Which is Danny and everyone in the room are idiots. Nice assassin. Great shit. And super chat, Phil, drink. Spin. Yeah, Joe, I don't know. I think he's playing more conflict. He's in more real situations. I like him on the battlefield where he's in more scenes, in more directive scenes. I like the scene with Tyrion. I don't know. I'm enjoying him a lot. I always enjoy him, so I guess it's
he's like the biggest do nothing guy too. At the same point, like
no bullshit, bull fucking shit. He might do stupid.
I told Bran I'd cut him in half. He didn't cut him in half,
but he did charge it. You can't say he stabbed the Mad King in his back. He fucking attacked Ned Stark.
Okay. He stabbed the Mad King in the back.
Charged the fucking Dragon Queen on the battlefield like an idiot. He
failed. He failed.
He may fail, but he does shit. He doesn't do nothing.
Listen. He's
a failure. He's not a do nothing, Joe.
Every king he's ever been at Kingsguard to has died a violent, horrible death.
He's not necessarily good at his job, Joe, but that's not what I'm saying. He's a flawed character, Joe. He's flawed.
4 kings. Technically, he wasn't Tommen's Kingsguard anymore, but still, 4 kings he was Kingsguard to. All perished in a violent death.
You know, Joe, I could always
fail. Let's see. He gets put out on the battlefield to and he gets captured by Robb. Fail.
Oh, Jack in the live chat saying I'm sorry. Phil. Yeah. Jack in Discord says, Phil, I'm sorry, but the Jamie Tyrion scene was garbage. Or trash, he said. Trash.
I thought it was weak too. Like there was some. You could see some love. Jamie almost laughed, but like there wasn't.
See, I like that they didn't make a bigger deal of it because
it needed to be a bigger deal.
You think it needed to be a bigger deal? See,
it needed to be a much bigger deal. Jamie needed to like. There was words between them. I don't remember if
landed on drink. Joe, go. Sorry.
I don't remember if I know in the books for sure when they were in the prison when Tyrion was in his cell and Jamie came to him. Tyrion was like, yeah, I killed your fucking son. But Jamie still kind of didn't believe him. And, you know, he kind of feels like he only said it to hurt him or whatever. But I don't remember if it happened on the show or not. But, like, there was no, like, I know you didn't kill my son. He was still, you're pissed about, you know, my dad and shit. But it was, I don't know. It just, I didn't...
People in the live chat saying it felt rushed. Most people agree with you on this one, Joe. Most people say that scene just felt rushed. It felt too quick. It felt
cut away and then it was over.
For a really long episode, I do agree that some elements of this episode felt quick. That's what I was saying in the earlier scene, like with the Danny and the we have to go up north. I just feel like everything sort of came together like a plan at the end of a movie, which I guess that's what it is. I mean, it's we got to put the plan together at the situation. Timo strongly the only reason Jamie's character development happened when he was a prisoner, he's been a Cersei devotee in the show ever since. Why'd they kill Dickon, says Space Pants. I wish Michael Caine had been part of the show so they'd cast him as Lord of Old Town or something like that. Timo strongly disagrees. I'm not sure which part. They both happen to be down. Very rushed. No time to get in the moment. Oh, I think about the being rushed. I don't know. Like, I guess I see what you guys are saying, but in everything of all the things that felt rushed, I felt like that scene did it for me. But you know, I those are two of my favorite characters.
You might have a difference of opinion on your rewatch. I think like it really did feel rushed. It cut away quick. Like it felt like in the moment of it, she has a favor to ask, and then like boom, that's it.
Oh, Joe, what's your opinion on the Pycelle and Tommen leaked sex scene?
The what?
The Grand Maester Pycelle and Tommen sex scene, and it also involves Sir Pounce and a. I lost it. I'm sorry. Hey, it's not. I almost had you, Joe. But no, it's a good comment by Space Squarepants. Oh fuck! I missed Dickon already. Everybody says there's only isn't there only like 6 episodes left in the entire series? Broke says really there's no pleasing some fans. If the Tyrion and Jamie scene was much longer, you guys would say, oh well, that was filler. We need more Sansa and Dany scenes. Sir Pounce in a condom up the bum. Yeah, that's better, Ozzy. In a bottle of ranch dressing. Thank you, Mike. Mike, you killed it there. In a bottle of ranch dressing would have been a good.
And this did feel like filler. Like, exactly. Like, I'm not sure. This really did feel like we knew that's what he was going to go do. He needed to go talk to Jamie about that shit, right?
I don't like necessarily.
I understand they cut that out because we already saw them what they were going to go talk about. But that reunion just seemed so like.
There was an element in this episode of we got to get all this stuff in to move on to these final 2 episodes. So we're going to have kick-ass action, crazy stuff in this final 2 episodes. Because next episode will probably be them behind the wall doing all that crap. And the last episode will be them coming back and dealing with all that other crap that happens with Cersei. And then the White Walkers busting through the wall, or who knows how the situation's going to go. Like, I just don't see it going well. Anyways, let's finish off this recap here. So we the Jamie and Tyrion scene happens, and then we go to Davos walking around, and he finds a smithy we see working on a sword. We know that where this is going right away. You see him from behind, and then Davos says, "I never thought I'd find you again. I thought you might still be rowing. Should have known you'd be here." Davos says, "No one will. I didn't think you'd. No one recognizes me here. It's okay. No one gives a fuck. I'm old now." Davos says bad things are coming, and you need to come with us. And without even a second batting an eyelash, Gendry's like, "Okay, I'm coming. I'm peacing out here. I don't give a fuck about this." And he doesn't have a sword, but he brings a giant hammer. So then we're down in the water with Davos, and he's stopped by the Gold Cloaks, and we see Davos going into full big city lawyer mode.
Is that your boat? It is. The docks are that way. That they are.
And he bribes people, gives them money, 15 pieces of gold dragons each, 15 pieces of gold pressed latinum, and then he gets the fermented crab. That
was great.
The omic sauce.
They're gonna get to okay, they're not gonna get there, right? But they're on their way to the brothel after eating a mouthful of fermented crab. That all of them are like, they're going to get to that brothel, right, with their 15 gold pieces and their belly full of fucking rotten fish. And they're going to not have a nice big heart on. They're going to be shitting themselves all over these girls. Well,
they're not going to be doing that, Joe, because they're fucking dead. Because
now they are.
Tyrion comes tickling around, and they're like, "Wait a minute, you're that dwarf. I'm not the dwarf you're looking for." But that shit doesn't work. Tyrion's Jedi powers don't work on these people, and they start trying to talk shit. Davos starts trying to bribe some money, and Gendry's like, "The fuck with this," and he picks out his hammer and he beats the shit out of 2 guys that aren't looking. And
each of them once. Each of them just crushes
him once. And this is what I'm saying. Later in the scene, Davos is like, "Yeah, he knows how to handle himself. He's a good fighter." How do we know he's a good fighter? He hit 2 guys from behind. That worked right.
He hit them both once with his hammer. Like, he crushed both their heads, and he basically showed, like, that's some serious shit right there.
That's some serious shit.
But you don't know how he's going to be with that, like, when someone's actually attacking back at him. Yeah, but he's strong enough to wield it. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely strong, and with a little training, he could probably be a total badass. And with John's help and all that sort of stuff, I just mean right away going out there. I guess against whites, it doesn't really matter. He's just fucking swinging that shit to try to kill as many as possible. Oh, we got Assassin with another super chat donation. Will Missandei give up on Dany to go save Grey Worm? I don't think so, just because she has no way of getting there. But I think Grey Worm is who she's probably the most loyal to when it comes down to it at this point. I mean, she's loyal to Daenerys, but her and Grey Worm share a special connection, and she's probably sitting somewhere hoping for the best for him. That's why she wasn't in this episode.
She wasn't even standing around. Like, that's weird. Like,
no, it is a little weird. And that lands on your pick, Assassin. You get to pick anyone you want. She can use Gendry's boat. I'll be shocked if that was Qyburne's kid. Gendry trained in season 2 or 3. Oh, yeah, he did train a little bit, Madcap. Killed the 2 kids doing their job, the thin gray line. Eric Awesome says, if the walkers can't get past the wall, how are they going to get past the... how are they going to get the walker past the wall with take down the magical enchantment? I think they're going to try to get a white. We'll see if that works. And as we were talking about before, the white could just... Night King could just turn it off, and then they just have a dead body.
So, Space Queer. pranks. Gendry shaving his head like Euron. He's a blacksmith. He's working over those hot fires. He doesn't want any hair. He wants nothing to do with hair. No air conditioning, no fans. Like, he's done with that. Nope, hair gone.
Hot Pie says Qyburn is mad sexy. Qyburn is a gilf. They're gonna lead the undead with a carrot on a stick, says Valerie. How bloody awesome was the Davos line? I thought you'd still be Rowan. That was a really funny wink and a nod line. Mathis says D&D are rushing big time. Should have made it 10 episodes already to check out. And that's one of those things I agree with. There's a lot of stuff in this episode that they could have mined for a little bit more fun, a little bit more stuff going on. It seems like that this was a little bit of a rushing along in this episode at a few times. And that was what the action, the team coming together sort of thing felt a little bit, as I said, a little action movie going on. So thank you so much, Quixote. Thank you to everyone. Jon Snow agrees with you. People saying Joe Rant smiles. Not about the ice. Love the fact that Gendry has already had his sleeping bag and packed lunch made, waiting for Davos to show up.
Oh, like he's been waiting for years. Like, oh, you finally back to get me.
Come take me out of this fucking place. So then we go off to Jaime meeting Cersei again, and Cersei is being unusually nice to Jaime here.
Why was Qyburn here?
Never mind that. What are you doing here?
Never mind. Why were you meeting my enemies? What the fuck? And I met with him to talk about an armistice, and Jaime says there's dead men walking, and Cersei's like, what? What are you talking about, dead men walking? Fuck you. And then she says, which I've never think I've heard Cersei ever even say the word Bran before, which is a little weird. That's one of those strange things that's happening this season that's very like a subtle thing that's kind of weird to me, not weirding me out, but it's just a little different. Like hearing them say characters say character names they've never said before, like hearing Jon say Daenerys or whatever, and hearing Cersei say Bran was just a little weird to me. D&D don't understand Jaime's character arc. Thoughts? Do you feel the same way about Jaime in the book as you do on the show, Joe?
No. Although most of it's pretty close to how Jaime is in the book, it's still different enough. Everything from basically like the rape on top of Cersei's body in the show isn't on top of Joffrey's body isn't in the books. So it's kind of like I feel a lot different. He's a lot closer to making up for his past deeds in the books than he ever was on the show.
Yeah, I agree. Someone said, cheers, Phil, Phil and Joe. Katie here in spirit. Toast. Lady Hadley won't acknowledge Bran. They used to be a couple. They won't even do a scene together. Cersei's Methy acted out of hate of Bran. So Cersei basically says, are you gonna punish Bran? And then she says the thing we talked about earlier, where our best bet in this situation may be to make peace with the Dragon Queen and bide our time and fight her like father. We can't fight dragons and the Dothraki army. They're just too powerful, whatever. And then she tells Jaime that she's pregnant. And it's Jaime's kid, and she's going to tell people it's Jaime's kid because she's the queen, and it's good to be the queen, and she doesn't give a fuck. Joe, what do you think about all this? What do you think? We talked about this early in the show. You think Cersei's lying and she's not really pregnant?
I mean, there's a chance she is, but I don't think she is. She might be feeling like, what's the first thing out of Jaime's mouth? Who's the daddy?
Is it Lancel?
Right? Like, yeah, who's the daddy? And first, are you sure? Like, that, just come on now.
So
it reeks of manipulation and shit. Or if she is really pregnant, she did so purposefully by raping him the other day. Remember when when she was purposely
I think
ovulating
she's
to get
pregnant.
pregnant again?
I don't see any point of lying to Jamie in that situation. He's
Yeah.
loyal no matter what. And I think
No, he's not, and she can feel that he's not been.
You think because he's meeting Tyrion, because XYZ, all these reasons, questioning her, giving her weird looks when she burns out half the city down,
and arguing with her about like when he walks into the throne room, you know, and then and we didn't even talk about our son dying and her kind of brushing that off, and arguing with her about Tyrion being the murderer of their other son, and they still haven't talked really even about the entire citadel blowing up, killing off all those people. Like there's a lot she feels him slipping away. She's also pushing him away. What's Qyburn doing here? None of your business. He's hand to the queen. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out doing soldier and shit? Like she's pushing him away at the same time.
Timo also adds, if Cersei's pregnant, she probably shouldn't have had that poison on her lips a few episodes ago.
Right?
I watched the first 4 seasons over Christmas last year. Watched season 5 and 6 on Memorial Day weekend. Now I got a sub just to watch the season live. Dusk, great to have you here. Great to have you in the live motherfucking chat. Phil, since Maggie has yellow eyes, is she descendant of the children of the Forest? Very interesting. Possibly, David.
Who has yellow eyes?
Maggie is talking about Maggie the Frog, maybe. The whole fucking season is filler. The Dickens song is better than the first, second, and third episode. Timo definitely smashed one of her exes with a pint glass. It's Qyburn's baby, says Rose. Assassin says Euron won't be okay with Jamie being the daddy. Maybe no, it's not Euron. Euron's dick got her pregnant without even having to penetrate her. Let's see, Assassin with another $2 donation. Retired nurse says Joe is right. She'll lose the baby if she's pregnant. Hope Jamie can throw left-handed so he's not playing catch with anybody with the baby. Assassin, another $2 donation. No, she's from Essos, a spicer by marriage, Ario says. And it landed into Assassin. It landed on talk about your favorite character or shit on your least favorite character. So Assassin, let us know who is your character you want me to make Joe talk good or bad about. Dick on. That's what it's a dick on. With poison on her lips. Hashtag where the fuck is Ghost, says Friggins. So Davos and Gendry head to Dragonstone to meet Jon, and Gendry ignores and Davos is like, don't tell anyone you're Bobby Baratheon's son. It's just not a good thing to happen right now.
Bobby Baratheon.
Yeah, don't tell him you're Robert Baratheon's son. Don't do it.
Bobby works. I like Bobby Baratheon.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
Hey, Bobby, let's go get some beers.
Hey, Bobby. Maybe Euron kept that cock and got her pregnant with it. Chances of Drogon getting killed by a White Walker turned into a white. We don't need to see Ghost as long as he's not on screen. He'll be alive. Bobby Baratheon.
No, we know what Ghost is. Freaking Sansa told us what Ghost was.
He's there. He's just hanging out. Qyburn Dice Man Cersei. He fucked her. Oh. Don't worry about Arya. Gendry will straighten her out across the table, says David. Oh, Bobby Boucher. These are the whites you're looking at. Do not disrespect the last great drunken king, Robert Baratheon, says Jon Snow. We got Eli, Broke, Mark Harrington, Mike, David, Madcap, Ario, Timo, all of our friends in the live chat tonight. You guys are amazing as always in the live fucking chat. You keep this show going. You keep the fun happening. It's all about the live chat. If you're not joining us live, definitely check it out. Thank you to everyone that's also listening to the podcast on iTunes or Stitcher or any other of your podcatchers. Please give us any iTunes reviews or ratings over there. It definitely helps us out and you get to more people, as well as make sure you subscribe on YouTube and help share the channel. So Davos and Gendry head to Dragonstone, and then he tells Gendry not to tell him that he's Robert Baratheon's kid, and he tells Jon he's Robert Baratheon's kid. So Tyrion
his bastard.
His bastard. And him and Jon
and our daddies were good buddies. And maybe we can be good buddies too. Maybe we could go to, oh, Jon, have you ever made the 8? Let's go make the 8, Jon. My dad used to love that.
And my daddy was taller than you.
Well,
And-
your daddy was fatter than you.
Oh, I love you. We're gonna be
fast friends.
We're best friends. You're my new Gren. You're my new Gren. Come here, buddy. I love you. And yeah, that's about right. I think we
You're just Clovis.
I think we recapped that scene pretty good, Joe. I think we can move on.
Well, it's kind of funny too, because like they're both the bastard children. You know, John, obviously we know what he actually is, but like supposedly they're both the bastard children of their fathers who were best friends, and one of them was king and one of them was not.
Yep.
It's kind of cool that the opposite one is the king now, and the I don't know, it's a neat little thing. But
and Joe, as Broke Black Man in the live chat saying, and it's true, immediately John and Gendry become
yes.
Don't have to worry, get your shit, buddy.
Gendry, John.
Don't have to worry, get your shit, buddy.
So right.
Don't have to worry, get your shit, buddy. Don't have to worry, get your shit, buddy tonight.
They are quick shit buddies. He's gonna be watching his back, and they're pals, Joe. And
You watch me shit, I'll watch you shit.
I'll watch you shit, and that's what a shit buddy is. If people don't know, a shit
And
buddy.
you need a shit buddy during the zombie apocalypse, and they're having a zombie apocalypse.
They're walking into the zombie apocalypse.
Right, and they picked out shit buddies. Good job.
We got Beric and Thoros are shit buddies. I don't know if the Hound's gonna have a shit buddy. No, the Hound doesn't want one. I don't want one. I don't have a shit buddy. I don't want one.
Oh, he's already got one. Thoros already went out to check on him, make sure he was.
Thoros is both their shit buddies. He cares. He's just a.
They got a shit trio going on: Beric, Hound, and Thoros.
So no, Gendry needs to love. He needs to love. So Tyrion and Jorah reminisce, and no one glowers like you. Tyrion says, "We have a little reunion of these two."
No one glows quite like you.
Quite like you.
Yeah, pretty good, Joe. Pretty good. That was one for one. And then we have Dany and Jorah saying goodbye.
By now.
Your Grace, eh?
Khaleesi.
But Khaleesi. I once had sex with a prostitute that looked exactly like you, Khaleesi. It was amazing.
On 3 systems.
On 3 different systems. I'm a wanted man on 3 different systems, Joe. So, and then ultimately it leads up to
If I don't return, at least you won't have to deal with the king in the north anymore.
I've grown used to him.
I command you to go out, bring me a white, and come back to me, Jon Snow. And I like whoever said it earlier. Jorah looks back, but Jon Snow doesn't.
Yeah,
she doesn't even see Jorah look back. She's looking right past him at Jon Snow's fine ass behind that. She's trying to picture what his ass looks like without that cape draped all over it.
As King McKay says, hashtag sexual tension. There's a lot of sexual tension going on in this scene right now. Yeah, cue the music. I was thinking if I had...
Dude, you do not get to stroke a woman's dragon without starting some sort of sexual tension.
This is the closest to porn music I have right now. And that's not great porn music. I gotta get on that.
That's the start of the the club bathroom bang scene.
Yeah, exactly. He just brought her in the bathroom and he's like, "Oh yeah, did it? Take it, Dragon Queen, take it."
That's them looking at each other from across the dance floor. He's about to make his move and go over. Go to the coat room.
I think the Night's King can control. I'm pretty sure Cersei I'm pretty sure Cersei got golden fisted in the bum. Wait till the harpy dude finds out John's begging Dany. Phil, you're the best, man. Thank you for your good vibes. Thank you, Jay, for your good vibes being in the live chat. Phil, speak for yourself, Phil. I'm a jackrabbit. I can listen to Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On playing in the background as John leaves. Joe is right on the club banging music. I'll take Gendry over John. Jack says if I was watching porn and that came on, I'd be worried. The FBI would knock my door down, Phil. Dom says, shit, buddy. John says, there's no paper. Gendry says, here, use my hand. Timo says, assassin super chat request was to talk positive about Cersei Lannister. Joe, talk positive about Cersei Lannister. She's actually thinking about the situation, possibly realistically, to the point that she can't beat 3 dragons. She knows she needs to stall for time. It's a smart move.
That haircut makes her look like a really cute boy.
Cute Vulcan.
Cute Vulcan. Cute Borg.
She looks like a Borg?
I don't know. Give her a little Mike Tyson tattoo, metallic looking Mike Tyson tattoo. She could be 8 of 9.
He could be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Joe. Is that what you could say?
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? She's got a nice ass. She looks good. I love the way she rapes Jamie. He well deserved it. I don't know if it's okay to say that you love the way anybody gets raped.
On Game of Thrones, it's okay.
For Game of Thrones, it's okay. All right. There you go. So,
so Madcap says Joe, she does look like 8 of 9.
She knows how to murder. She's an A+ killer. That's for sure. So as far as psychopaths go, she is top fucking notch. She's got psychopath, sociopath, borderline, fucking just straight douche. She's like the incestuous queen.
Timo says, what the fuck, Joe? So you do approve of rape? I'm timestamping that future reference. Joe is savage. Laughing my ass off. People in the live chat, yeah, Joe. It's oh fuck, so much stuff. Queen Moist. Oh, the live chat is going crazy. We got King McKay in the live chat who will be joining us this Wednesday night here, Eastern Standard Time at 10 p.m. for our feedback show. So we have voicemails and texts that we're going to get to some before the end of the show. And we still have a couple people. Jay's on hold, and we're going to go back to the phone lines when we end the recap here. We're nearing the end, and then we might take a couple of the voicemails now. But any of the voicemails or texts we don't get to tonight, we will address on the feedback show. So one way or another, your calls will get through. So Gilly and Sam is the next scene. We kind of yada this earlier, but Gilly, she's reading and gives Sam some trivia. How many steps are left to the high? Oh, none anymore. Haha, none, because it's blown up. And Prince Rhaegar was in was in a secret ceremony in Dorne. And Sam has what I think is a really good rant in this scene. I enjoyed the scene because it's the first Gilly we've seen in a long time. Her in small doses.
Guess how many windows are in the great steps.
I don't mind. And for fuck's sake, I kind of enjoyed this scene.
That's true. This High Septon Maynard, he recorded everything. He even recorded his own bowel movements. What does annulment mean?
It's when a man sets aside his lawful wife.
I'm going to let it fast forward a little bit here to get to Sam's rant, but Sam ends up going on a big rant.
No, that's interesting to point out. Got to point something out. That would mean that if he annuls that marriage with Rhaegar, right? Rhaegar's previous kids, I guess, are no longer like
they set me to the task of preserving
in line for the throne.
Wind accounting and annulments and bowel movements for all eternity, while the secret to defeating the Night King's probably sitting on some dusty shelf somewhere, completely ignored. Oh, but that's all right, isn't it? We can all become slavering, murderous imbeciles enthralled to evil incarnate, as long as we can have access to the full records of High Septon Maynard's 15,782 shits.
Bam! That was a Joe rant right there. That was almost Joe rant quality from Sam Tarley right there. I like that.
He needed a little bit more anger, frustration. He seemed like he was rushing to get the lines out. Come on, let's feel some of that fucking Randall hate. Jesus.
Come on, we gotta give Sam.
The world is at stake here, Sam. It deserves a little bit more than some fast talking.
You don't give Sam some credit for the. You don't give Sam the Timo rant of the night.
It's Timo's rant of the night.
You know what gives Sam Timo's rant of the night? I want to give Sam the rant of the night. That was good. Go Sam.
Arya gets the rant of the night.
Oh, speaking of Joe rant. Speaking of a Joe rant. Fuck, Joe has been bang on the money all night. Chat should be the one taking shots for Joe. Joe's in the zone. Jack's on your team tonight, Joe. Big time. Joe ran about Ricka, Death and Ricka. Sam Lafazak, a box of chocolates. And Gilly is Azora High. Danny is not the queen. His marriage is annulled. Same Gilly not listening to each other like the real married couple. Can't believe Sam just yada John being a Targaryen right there.
Yeah.
Totally yada it. So people are drinking for you. We got a dick on, dick off. So Sam looks at little Sam, and he goes to the scrolls. We talked about this earlier. Goes to all the scrolls. He steals all the shit at the library. He's out of here, bitches. He's tired of reading about the achievements of better men. So then we get to the Arya and Littlefinger scene where we get the spy scene as Littlefinger pays a girl. He pauses, looks over where he was, walks over not so suspiciously, and talks to Royce and the other dude. Then he's in his chambers. Arya's watching him. The Maester found something for him, and one of Master Luwin's things he was waiting for, Littlefinger. This is the only copy at Winterfell. It's he says thank you. He goes into his chambers. He comes out. Arya's stalking him. Littlefinger heads out. Then Arya picks the lock, heads in, looks around, eventually finds it under the bed where I used to keep my porn. And then he sees the letter, and she reads it. And as I mentioned earlier, if you pause it, it seems to be the letter that Sansa was forced to write by Cersei to send home to tell Robb to come and bend the knee. So Arya locks.
It's anything else, and he just put that other letter there.
Mm-hmm. And either way, Littlefinger's playing the game again, and he locks the door. Arya locks the door and gets out of there, and Littlefinger is got the jump on her, and he's watching the whole situation. He all planned it. So, Joe, I've been shitting on it. I could just be an ass face. Why is Littlefinger's plan a good plan?
It's because you want to soak it. You want to break that family up. You want to get them mad at each other and second guessing each other and break up that Stark relationship so you can run off with Sansa and try to murder Jon and take over it all. Why it's a bad plan? Bran's watching.
You know Bran's watching. Exactly. Bran's watching. Bran just proved to you he can watch what you do in a random moment in King's Landing when you're talking to Varys 3 years ago. So you don't think he knows what you're doing in that one moment, and then he can't just tell Arya?
In all these moments over the last day and a half of watching you sneak around.
And Mad says Joe's on fire tonight to sow confusion. Why didn't Arya use her face to break into Littlefinger's room? And
why doesn't Arya just kill Littlefinger? Gut him on the fucking floor. Like anybody's going to think it was Arya. Maybe Sansa thinks it might be Arya that did it. Who the fuck else is going to think it was Arya? Everybody's going to be like, oh no, there's a murderer. It's going to turn into a big fucking movie of Clue. Nobody's going to think it was Arya. Except Bran.
Joe's on fire. Joe's on fire like an NBA 2-2 games. The last hero had a dog with him too. They had a hound. The Arya's warning Sansa to stay loyal to Jon. Yeah, it's I'm the one that's knocking Sansa. Don't fuck with me if you know what's best for you. So then we cut to Jon is kind of heading back to the wall. Tormund is like, how many queens are there? And you need a dragon or a brother, or should I support the one with the dragons or the one that fucks her brother? Gotta love Tormund. Not enough. Where's the big woman? No, she didn't show up. And
I thought he was saying, how many people do you got? I guess he was talking about the big woman. Okay.
Yeah, he was talking. He was like, to Brienne, come with you. And he's like, nope. And Davos is there too. So Davos probably did go beyond the wall with him too. And Davos goes, I'm no big citadel. I'm not good at anything. And Tormund's like, yeah, we all know you suck. You like to talk yourself down. Whatever, Davos. You do suck. And John, and then he says to John, Tormund says to John, "You really want to go back out there again?" And he says, "Yeah, but I do, but you're not the only ones." So then we go to the jail cell, and the fucking Hound is there, and John says, "I saw you once. You're the Hound. You're up at Winterfell Woods." And the Hound's like, "Yeah, I don't fucking give a shit. Fuck you, yeah."
I killed your dog's sister.
Yeah, fuck you. I literally don't give two fucks about you.
I tried to kill your dog's sister. I killed your sister's friend.
And Beric is getting all high. Oh, we're all a greater purpose, and Gendry's like, "No, these guys are assholes. The Brotherhood, don't trust these fuckers. They suck. They'll sell you."
They sold me to a red witch to be burned. Yes,
to be
to
burned.
the guy you just packed a bag and left with.
No, not worse than burned. To be bled and then burned, probably.
Right? No, actually, they sold me to a red witch to get teased and then have a little prick cut on my prick.
And Davos is like, "I'm no big city lawyer, but that Melisandre can eat my asshole."
Yeah, they sold me to a woman who gave me jerk off material for the next 7 years of my life.
So the Hound and the Brotherhood got all into this, whatever, and
I take that back. They're good guys. We should do what they want.
Jor is there. It's just it's a lot of like jerking around. Are you gonna go? You have a small cock. I'm no big city lawyer. My father died for you. What the fuck? You're the Hound. Oh fuck this cunty shit. Are we coming with you or not?
Now that we got the band back together, let's go for a walk in the snow.
Yeah, and then it is the Hound who ultimately breaks up this scene by saying pretty much the summation of this. Wait, of this.
You're a talker. Listening to talkers makes me thirsty. If any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room.
So everyone shuts up, and then they all head out in the Great White North to go hunt White Walker, Joe, and that's the end of our episode.
Ooh.
And it was a long episode of Game of Thrones, but I agree, it felt kind of short. It was
an hour and a minute.
It was an hour and a minute. I definitely like this episode a lot.
It was less if you cut off that previously on.
But it was strangely rushed, even though it was within this hour and it was longer than last week's episode. I feel like even though last week's was less, but I feel like we got more out of the episode. This one was very much okay, we got 2 episodes left in the season. Let's make those, awesome episodes and build it up for those final 2 episodes. This seemed like almost a lot of stuff that could have been either needed more time or needed to just have like longer takes on some of the scenes. But another good episode of Game of Thrones. Definitely not my favorite of the season, but had some definite really awesome moments. So the phone lines are back open for a little bit. Let's take some calls. We got 15 minutes left on the phone lines, and our phone number is 714-694-4120. Let's go to the phone lines, the chat, and the text in the voicemails for a little bit. And first off, let's go to area code 781. Area code 781. What's going on?
Hey, that's hometown.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. What's going on?
All right, dude. This was back when the song for when Danny and John get on, you know.
Yep.
Go to
Boston accent.
Leon Haywood. I want to do something freaky to you at 1:30, man, and just put it on, man. It's serious. Just do it.
Leon, I'll try to do that send me that an email of that. I'll do it for either the feedback show or something like that. Send me. I got issues, man, at gmail.com.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
I'll do it for the feedback show or the next recap show. Email me that to remind me because I'm a drunk bastard.
I will. Yeah, I will. Okay.
What part of Mass? What part of Mass are you from?
What's that?
What part of Mass are you from?
Cambridge.
Oh, cool. We're from North Shore. Dude, fucking
yeah. I'm
pissing, dude.
the North Shore pretty soon. I'm moving up to Gloucester pretty soon.
Oh, cool. Gloucester's fucking awesome. Yeah, I have some friends that live out there. Good stuff. Good stuff.
We'll have to smoke a joint together or something.
Well, one day possibly, man. I will talk to you soon. Have a good night.
All right, man. Later.
Dude, sorry, we gotta get all like East Coasty with our fucking local East Coast.
Hometown love. I didn't recognize one of them. It wasn't someone we know, Phil.
Yeah, dude,
I'll send you that song. It's fucking perfect.
no, definitely send me the song, buddy. Have a good night. Yeah, but we have to send we got to send the hometown love right there. So let's get to Jay. See if Jay remembers what his next point. I'm sure he has a couple of other points as well. So let's get to Jay's final call tonight. What's going on, Jay?
Hey, what's up? Okay, I got a few points, and some of them came up while y'all were talking.
Do it.
First, I don't know who to start with. You or Joe. You or Joe, because both of you were wrong about certain things.
love it. Bring it.
Okay, first of all, Varys is being her goddamn conscience. Okay, Varys is not going behind her back. He's like, hey, I don't want to end up serving another Mad King. And okay, there's more I want to say on that later because I really want to get to the Jamie and Joe's thing.
Do it.
Let me go break down the kings that got killed, but when Jamie was on watch and how they got killed. One was the Mad King who's going to burn every single person in King's Landing and the entire city. Okay, good riddance.
Want to protect him, died a violent death. Hello? I lost audio, Phil. You there?
He told her every single thing that happened. He was 100% truthful with her. Everything he told her was 100% the truth. He told her about Olenna. He told her that he had the meeting with Tyrion. As soon as he came back with the meeting from Tyrion, yeah, she already knew, but he told her immediately. So, you're wrong about that. And the other thing, Robert Baratheon never really wanted to be king, and he was also killed when Jamie was, I believe, gone and fighting a war or not. Or no, he was protecting the city, and he went hunting with his brother on a private vacation hunting trip because that's what Robert Baratheon did instead of being king.
Poisoned and killed.
So let's see. Really deserves to die. Tommen more than any of them, and Robert Baratheon didn't do shit. Okay, so you're saying he didn't do shit. As far as I'm concerned, he did the entire kingdom when he fucking got rid of the Mad King. Okay, he fucking charged.
Hey,
Jay, 1 second. I'm gonna let Joe respond to you.
Jay, hold on, Jay. Jay.
I'm putting Jay on hold. He's on a roll, but go, Joe. Respond to Jay. Jay, I'll put you back on. You're hot. I'm gonna put you on.
As far as the king's deaths, I didn't give any reasons or whether or not they deserved to die or didn't deserve to die. Yes, Joffrey deserves to die. Mad King deserves to die. Robert probably deserved to not be king anymore. But my point is they all died violent deaths. And Jamie's job, his job was to prevent that. Now, his job wasn't to protect the realm and to protect the people. His job was to protect the king. That's it. Period. He failed.
Okay, Jay's coming back, Joe. Jay's coming back.
The king didn't deserve to be protected. He wanted to burn every single citizen in the fucking kingdom. There wouldn't be in the kingdom no more.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. I'm saying that wasn't
Jay talk.
Goddamn life.
Bam.
Okay, seriously. The king wanted to burn everybody. Joffrey was a little shit. Tommen didn't do shit. And Robert didn't actually want to
debate. You were correct.
Out of all the choices, and the best out of all the choices was simply apathetic to being king. Okay? Don't give me the shit about he wasn't his job to protect everyone. His job was fucking retarded. His job was going to be to burn every single citizen in the goddamn kingdom, okay? And don't give me what his job was. His job was to the point where he should have killed the king, and don't give me any other shit that he shouldn't have.
So give him.
He failed. He didn't do his job. My point was his job was to protect the king. He didn't do it. I don't give a fuck what the king deserved or didn't deserve. That's irrelevant. That's not what we were talking about. I'm saying, you know what? I really hate chicken. And you're like, but what's wrong with an apple tree? God damn it. Nobody said anything about apple trees. I love apple trees. I was saying I like chicken. We were talking about chicken. We weren't talking about apples. Yes, those kings all deserved horrible, violent deaths. Jaime's job, Jaime's sole mission, his oath of honor, everything he stands for, everything he's done for so many years, everything he wanted since he was 16 was Kingsguard, was to protect the king, was to be that person. Failed. That's my point. The only point I made, Jay. So scream at me all you want about how much they deserved it, and I will say you were right. You are correct. They all deserved it. And if it came at Jaime's hands or Boar's hands or Poison's hands, they were all violent deaths. The one thing he was supposed to prevent from his kings. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Fail.
So let's take one more call here. We got a few minutes.
Thank you for the call, Jay. I love it. That was awesome.
Yeah, awesome call, Jay. Great stuff. Great, bringing the passion. Area code 985. Area code 985. What's going on, caller? 985, are you on? Let me see now. Sorry.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's going on? Sorry about that.
That's okay. Hey, it's Draven giving you a call back.
Cool.
Got a quick question. Now that the standing Lannister army has been depleted, if not wiped out, Euron Greyjoy is a serious threat. If he finds out they've got no army, he may try to take his prize and do quite a few other things. So if the king, if the North go and deal with the White Walkers, that might not be the only conflict we have, because Euron may find out, come back and want his prize now.
Yeah, that's not.
Who's going to stop him?
That's an excellent point, especially when he realizes that good stuff, Raven. Especially when he realizes that they just don't have anything left to stop them, and Cersei is pregnant with Jaime's baby and all that, and his prize for having his queen to fuck is all messed up as well. So yeah, Euron's going to be an interesting force. It's interesting that he has not been in this season for a couple of episodes now, and I wonder if he'll come back in the next 2 episodes, or we won't see him again until season 8. I'm sure he'll pop up in at least one of the other episodes. Joe, should we take a couple of voicemails and texts?
Okay, I just want to respond to one thing in the. I see someone asked, why Jack? Why did Robert deserve a horrible, violent death?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe anything we know from Robert as having been king, right? Maybe he didn't do anything overt to deserve it.
Where was Theon?
I mean. It's good to be the king, so I guess the king's allowed to cheat on his queen as much as he wants, right? Okay. And not care about any of the did he pay money to these women to raise the children, right? How good was their lives? Like a whore living in the brothel had one of his kids. He's gonna take care of me, I swear. Oh yeah, okay. But aside from that, the non-caring about the rearing of any of his kids still doesn't deserve death. Okay. Smacking his wife. Okay. Still doesn't deserve death. How about getting all jealous, fucking butthurt that a girl you're really into doesn't love you back and fucking elopes with the prince? So you start a fucking war and get tens of thousands of people murdered for some chick that doesn't even want to be with you, that thinks you're a disgusting pig that goes around and makes the fucking hate. You're a fucking cunt bag who like out of some sort of like deranged fucking thing talks your friend, your grieving friend. Hey, he killed your dad, and bro, I know his son's married to your sister right now and having their fucking kid, but oh, hey, let's go kill their whole fucking family and kill tens of thousands of people in the name of this fucking revolution.
Bobby,
maybe he doesn't deserve a violent fucking death.
Bobby B, Joe.
Bobby B coming at it. But, you might be right.
But you might be right. He doesn't deserve it.
But that's just, he's not saying he doesn't deserve it. He's just asking why he does. So, those might be some reasons why some people might think Robert deserved it. Maybe why Cersei thinks he might deserve a violent death, or other people. But, there's a lot of people out there that died in that war that probably think that Robert Baratheon was a bit of a cunt bag.
Jack says, Joe, you're applying 2017 ethics with the Dark Ages. Nah. Why are you being so dumb all of a sudden? Joe, we need to talk. Joe. Analysis says, Joe Rant. Bill says, I joined the chat late just in time to get a Robert Baratheon Joe Rant. Perfect time.
I know, it's tough to... It's tough to have 2017 ethics and like thoughts and think in these terms. Like, yeah, I mean, even then, you know, adultery was adultery, unfaithful was unfaithful. Like, you're still married. I mean, sure, I guess in those times, women don't mean much. You know, they're not making even 75 cents to the dollar that men are making. They're making like 3 cents to the dollar that a man would make. Look at how hard it is for Brienne to find a fucking job as a knight.
Now, Space Queer Prank says, Joe, I kept saying pants just because I'm thinking of space pants. Joe, have you killed anyone with that sword behind you? Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to.
Space pants.
Space pants. Space pants. Fuck Rhaegar. King of Winter says, just saw the episode. Don't understand why Dany and Cersei aren't fighting each other right now. Why are they just stalling? And why?
Right. Why aren't you pressing the fucking iron? Pressing the, like, you need to be like, you just burned 1,000 supply carts and crushed a big chunk of the Lannister army. Why aren't your troops moving? Oh, or, I mean, I guess the only other, what else is there? There's the gold cloaks and the fucking purple cloaks left in the,
Timo says, okay, this isn't really Joe tonight. Something's off. Maybe he's being warged.
No, I just got off. I've been working 12, 16-hour days at Boston Comic-Con.
Yeah.
The G4 Comics.
Yeah, and he had to pack up all the stuff, and he came and joined us tonight. Just the fact that Joe's joining us tonight is big effort. He's Herculean effort for Joe joining us tonight after a crazy fucking weekend. And hey, Bill, hey to see everybody. Someone says, the only thing Joe kills is sobriety during these podcasts. Is there something serious? Who thinks Rhaegar was a rapist? Shake my head. Gwen Stefani needs to make a guest appearance. Spoiler, Joe is Bobby Brown. The big threat is the Night King. Space Pants Tyrion. So let's go over. We got a bunch of voicemails and some texts. And also, as I said, make sure you get your voicemails and text in for our feedback show. And here we go. This is from, I'm disappointed there was no
90 seconds.
Oh, fuck. That was loud. Fuck you. What's 90 seconds? You guys are asked till the bomb.
Oh, Timo.
What's Timo say?
Oh, just weird. I don't even know. I can't even read it. It's not even English.
No, what is it? Yeah, Joe is too tired. He doesn't mean anything he said tonight. Everything he said tonight is wrong. Those words don't mean anything to Joe. He can't understand them. Okay, says I'm disappointed there was no Tisha confession. Taisha's confession, yeah. And Pat O says, dude, make me a blue wrench. I'm a patron and all of that. Dude, who are you in the live motherfucking chat? I'll fucking give you patrons deserve fucking mod duty. Alert me. Tell me who you are, Pat O. And here we go, 940. Drogon knows Jon Snow is a Targaryen. Absolutely, he knows he's a Targaryen. This is from PD's Live Music. Will Leona moment ever meet up with Sir Jorah Mormont, Joe?
Shit. I would say yeah or no. I don't know.
Does Jorah die on the stupid mission?
I hope so. I mean, it would kind of be stupid if he does, because like, let's keep him alive. Let's cure him with fucking grayscale just to kill him in the next episode. 2 episodes like the episode after the next time we see him again. Like, just that'd be kind of strange. But you know, Game of Thrones. Let's kill people. So, as far as them two meeting up, what is he? Her uncle or some shit? I don't know if it's a big deal. He thinks everybody that thinks he's dead anyway. This girl doesn't even know him. Like, judging by her age, she's half the age of Arya, right? Looks like anyway. Like, she was born like sometime after I don't know. Dany killed the wizards. The warlocks, I mean.
John, meet my BFF Jorah. Sam did 1,500 shits. Dave asks us, Phil and Joe. Jamie pushes Bran out a window. 5 seasons later, the only son he loves walks out a window. Karma's a fucking bitch, motherfucker. Will Holland Reed be seen on television anytime soon? Not until next season if he shows up at any point. And where's Sam going? Dragonstone or to Winterfell? Wherever Jon is. He's going to do we need Howlery at this point? We got Sam, Bran, and apparently Gilly too, who all know about Jon's situation. Let's take I don't want to keep Joe on here too much, so let's take one or two voicemails and then we'll take the rest of these texts for the wait, we'll take this one quick. Was that Christian Bale or Gendry? Good question. And especially with the hair. And that's from 325. Gendry has balls, man. Hope he makes it through the ordeal in the north of the wall. Maybe Jon will reward him with a knighthood. Thoughts? That's from Bo Chambers. I hope he gives him Storm's End. He deserves it.
I don't know. I'll say this for the ladies. He went from like a 6 in season 1, season whatever, to like a solid 8.5 there. Maybe.
Oh, Gendry's an 8.5 for you now?
Yeah, it looked like he got a little taller. He lost a little baby fat. He filled out a little muscle. He took his off season real well, and he like, I'm going to be a blacksmith in this show. I should look like I've been blacksmith and not fucking eating fucking hot pies.
I know it's an easy joke, Joe, but the rowings definitely helped.
He's not basement material for Timo.
No, he doesn't make it into the basement, Timo.
He's not bad boy enough. Like, he crushed a couple of heads, but it's going to take a little bit more than that to get in Timo's basement.
Yeah, he's gonna tell Sansa off a couple times. Then he might get temporary. He might get a day pass or something like that eventually. He might get a day pass into Timo's basement. So let's take one more voicemail here.
Hey, it was Johnny. I was just wondering, where the hell's Theon, man? I need my Theon.
That's a good question.
I need my Theon. What is that?
I was just wondering, where the hell's Theon, man? I need my Theon.
I might have to sound sample you on the I need my Theon, dude. So he needs his Theon, Joe. Where's the Theon?
Where's my Theon? Theon, yeah, like, he didn't show up at all. He's with Missandei.
Oh, Theon and Missandei are. Oh yeah, because she likes
no dicks.
She likes no dicks. She likes no dicks.
She's seeing if he's got work with, if it's all eunuch or amputees that can work their mouths, or just.
Yep, Varys, Missandei, and Theon are all doing many things. Many things.
No, Varys was busy. Varys hasn't been invited yet.
Yeah, Varys doesn't have any interest in such things. Das says, for Joe, the working man dirty locks, doing the same hours, brother. You and Timo are both right, just missing the other side of each coin. Nothing is cut and dry on this show. Drink, you fools. And here we go. You get a spin, Das, for that $10 donation. Thank you so much for being an awesome fucking super chat donation. And all you guys tonight. Dude, seriously, you guys are fucking amazing this season. Awesome. I cannot thank you enough for all of that. That really helps me more than you fucking know it, be able to rationalize to my wife to keep doing this. No, but then thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it more than you guys fucking know. And you get talk about you got to talk about favorite characters. So Das, give us one of your favorite characters or your least favorite characters. And before the end here, we'll shit on it or talk positive about it. The show has been cut and dry since it's past the books. Totally agree. This has been the best. Oh, thank you so much, Timo. You're fucking amazing. Detective Gilly, you get a good impression of how each Lannister son favors the parents based on how they respond to pressure. I love that Davos thought Gendry would be more likely to be found in a brothel than the blacksmith forge. Gendry, a blacksmith, almost since birth. Davos didn't stay at a brothel for long. He's an old man. Things don't last long. Oh, thank you, Voltron. You were incredible. Gilly is underrated. And let's listen to Antoine's message we got here.
Yes, this is Antoine, and I just saw the episode that that I'm going to the north. You think that it's really gonna work because this don't look like this don't look like a plan. I mean, this is like a suicide mission. There are a bunch of White Walkers. This is going to be very interesting.
Yep, I agree with you. It definitely seems like a suicide mission to me, Joe.
Yeah, it is.
Steve says Antoine's sounding all creepy tonight. I think Antoine might have a cold or something like that. He definitely has, or he's definitely tired. He's sounding creepy. He's sounding a little not a little creepy. I'm scared. Like he's gonna call you. I'm in your bathroom.
Yeah.
Love
the
you.
call's coming from inside your anus.
Yes, I'm getting you. Yeah, Antoine sounded like he just woke up tonight. Is that the Night's King? Joe, which drink is worse? Orange soda with no caffeine or cheap vodka? Remember the Gordon's vodka we drank that one time, Joe?
Orange soda with no caffeine.
So we got
Even Gordon's beats that, yeah.
Let's go to the live motherfucking chat. I see we have a voicemail from 919 and a bunch of text messages from 347 Alicia. Let's take Alicia's comment first. Hi, Phil and Joe. Lord Commander AK here. Love Alicia. Gonna have to agree with Joe and also the show. Love the fuck Sansa moment. Can't stay up late tonight. Just wanted to say while this episode had some shining moments, it was still only a 6.5, a 7. That's kind of where I would rank it as well, too, around a 6.5 or something like that. Maybe a 7. Maybe
one of the weaker episodes of the season so far,
Yeah,
and
this
also
and the
one of the weaker of the series in general.
I don't know. Yeah, I would say minus some season 5 obvious ones. It's not one of my memorable episodes of Game of Thrones. When I think back some of the great moments of Game of Thrones, I won't think often about this episode. Except for
just maybe the petting the dragon with John.
Yeah, the petting the dragon point. It's sort of a forget. There's a lot of kind of things that happen, but there's a lot to forget about when what's gonna go down these final 2 episodes. It was called Eastwatch, but we only got like 7 minutes in that location. The Fellowship of the Fire Whites is going to get everyone killed. Arya's my girl, but I need her to not get played by Littlefinger. She needs to shank his ass so we can move on. Love your show and thanks for the works you guys put in. AK out. Lots of love, AK. And oh fuck, man! Thank you guys so much for the support, you guys. Tonight we got Leslie, Azimuth Games, Antoine Thomas. Let's take Antoine's comment here. Phil, Sansa becomes a problem. We can get another red-haired girl, Annalise Bazo, to fill the spot and assist Jon Snow in the wars to come. We get area code 3472. We'll get to that in the feedback show. I'm going to let Joe go to bed. But everyone, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We really do appreciate the support you guys give the channel and the super chat donating and all the motherfucking chat. If you haven't already and you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Join me this Wednesday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'll be joined by King McKay to take your feedback questions. So if anyone has any feedback questions, make sure you get them in at 781-990-8509. Excuse me. You can text or call that number 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can also, if you can add me on Skype at I Got Issues Man and leave me a voice message or a video message on there that I can play the audio of that later if you're out of the country and you want to, out of the United States, and you want to leave me a message. You can also email me at igotissuesman@gmail.com, or you can tweet me a question, or you can jump in our Discord group, which is where you can keep the discussion going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. People in the Discord group are talking about television, movies, lots of other stuff. We've got a robot that plays music for us. So find the link in the description box below and how you can get into the Discord group. Also, Quixote and some of the other mods are sharing it in the description box. So make sure you pop into that and help keep the discussions going. We have different rooms where some, if you want to talk about the spoilers and the leaks, is a place to do that, place to talk about all different kinds of shows. So jump into that and join the community, have some fun. But we do really appreciate all the patrons for all your support for in the extra content we get to give you guys. Hope you enjoy that. Also have a very special video and song coming out pretty soon in the last 2 episodes. But I'll be back next week. I don't think Joe will be with us next week.
Nope.
Joe will be with us next week. So Joe will be with us next week and for the season finale. So yep, Joe and I will be back for the final 2 episodes. Katie will probably be back next week as well. And we will talk to you guys next time. So let's I just want to jump in the chat and thank everyone who is still in there.
Oh, yeah.
4 times Funky, Aaron, Adrian, Ario, Alan, Analysis, Av, Bree, Broke, Carpet, Cheeky, DeAndre, Das, David, Dom, Euron, Hannibal, Hawk, Hot Pie, Jack, Janelle, Kit, Keith, King McKay, who I'll see you on Wednesday, King of Winter, Kyle, Mark Harrington, Mathis, My Hot One Shot Yo, Pamela, Paul, that asshole Phil the Issues guy, Quixote, Ross, SM Down, Space Pants, Steve, the She-Wolf of Winter, the Madcap of Laugh, the Gigolo Aunt, the Maisie,
Yeah,
the
thank you,
saucer
everybody.
full of
Thank you for your
secrets
support.
himself, the Madcap of Laughs, and of course, who can forget the number one, the MV FOP, the FOP Friends of Phil, the best, the beautiful, the wonderful Timo.
Thank you for your call today, Timo.
What was that?
Fuck Sansa, fuck Sansa, fuck Sansa. It's Timo's regular night. It's Timo's regular night.
Yeah, thank you, Timo. Thank you, Jay, for calling in. Thank you for the callers. Everybody needs to call more.
Yeah, more calls. Definitely leave us voicemails for the feedback show with King McKay and I. And I'll also be on Friday at 12 p.m., 12:30 Eastern Standard Time to review the trailer for the next episode, episode 6, second to last episode of Game of Thrones Season 7. And good night, everybody.
Dick on, dick on, dick on. Dick on, dick on, dick on. Dick on, 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 dick on. Dick on, dick on, dick on. Dick on, 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 dick on.
You said dick on. That was cool.